ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation. 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 ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá. ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation. Yorùbá nation. ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation. ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation. ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation. Àbábọ̀bọ̀ kò pín sí ìjọba láfíìsì lọ́wọ́. Let my people go. Pam, pam, pam. Ayọ̀fẹ́ ń bẹ nílẹ̀ Yorùbá. Akí ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ń darapọ̀ mọ́ wa. Welcome to the broadcast. A very good evening and welcome. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, Yorùbá nation no going back. July 3rd goes ahead as planned. Lẹ́nu bàbá wa Chief Sunday Igboho. Wà náà wọ́n born to rule. Hey. Whatever the news in the last couple of hours, let's say Yoruba plan, a máa sọ̀rọ̀ ní orí gbogbo ẹlẹ́yọ kọ̀ọ̀kan. There will not be any distraction, but I can confirm that it is true from the source that Nnamdi Kanu is right in the hands of the federal government. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, Fúlàní ní lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí, it is exactly 19:23 p.m. from the southwest of the country, and I say good evening and welcome to Tuesday the 29th of June. So many news in the last few hours. I can say to you that will not stop the mega rally in Lagos officially this weekend on the 3rd of Saturday 2021. Gbogbo ntẹ bá ti gbọ́ wọ́n mú Nnamdi Kanu kí ló máa ṣẹlẹ̀ kí ló ń bọ̀. I can confirm that we have got a full confirmation from the team from the IPOB, and it is true. Nnamdi Kanu is in the hands of the federal government. But we are saying, nothing must happen to him while he's in the hands of the federal government. Once again, Fulani ni. Don't worry about the conspiracy, how he got apprehended. Ibo ló ti mú, ṣé UK ló ti gbé ní, ṣé America ló ti gbé ní, ibo gangan ló ti gbé ní, gbogbo yẹn ẹ̀yin ò ní láti worry ara yín nípa yẹn. In tó wà níbẹ̀ ni pé, number one, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, nothing must happen to him while he's in the hands of the federal government. The international community, there's a lot happening behind the scene that we might not be able to speak and say so much. But I can confirm officially from the source that the IPOB, that Nnamdi Kanu is definitely in the hands of the federal government. But that does not stop the mega rally. I just come off the phone from Jekomo Chief Sunday Igboho, and he said to me, I should pass the message on to every single sons and daughters of Yoruba land that the mega rally goes ahead as planned. Jẹ́ kó mọ̀, ó ní kí n sọ fún yín pé kẹ́ jẹ́ kó mọ̀ pé gbogbo tẹ́ bá ti mọ̀ tí wọ́n sọ fún yín yẹn, ẹ má jẹ́ kí yẹn kó gbé ẹ fi yẹn sílẹ̀. Ẹ má jẹ́ kí yẹn kó weigh yín down. I've been receiving calls. Don't worry about anything. the mega rally, the peaceful rally, the rally that determines the Yoruba self-determination, the rally of the rally, the maddest of the maddest rally is happening weekend, 3rd of July, right in Ojota, where we're all going to be congregating. The Ninas is going to be there. The Ilano is going to be there. Different groups is going to be there. Oh, it's going to be fantastic. So don't worry about whatever news that has been filtering out in the last few hours. Tọ́ba náà fẹ́ dẹ́rù bà wá, ẹ sọ fún wọn pé chief ní kò ń ṣerú àwa lọ́ọ́ máa dẹ́rù bà. Chief ní kẹ́ fọkàn balẹ̀ pé kò séwu, kò sí wàhálà, kò sí ìyọnu. Mega rally yẹn is a peaceful one and it will go ahead as planned. Fúlàní ni. Fúlàní ni. Fúlàní ni. Fúlàní ni. Fúlàní ni. Àwọn ló wà ní gbogbo ẹ̀. Fúlàní ni. All hail our brothers from the Biafra. Fúlàní ni. Ó ń bọ̀ a sọ fún yín pé ó fẹ́ tó dé ó ń bọ̀ díẹ̀díẹ̀ bóyá federal government ó fẹ́ fọwọ́ ara wọn pín Nàìjíríà ni bóyá àwa la máa pín Nàìjíríà ni mo sọ fún yín pé ìkọ̀kan ló máa pín Nàìjíríà nítorí pé the terrorist that is going around the country ẹ rántí ẹ ti gbàgbé àbí èmi á rán yín létí ẹ mọ̀ ká máa ń tètè gbàgbé nǹkan. Let me just go back and play our official anthem and then I will remind you of that story, child anthem, and then I will remind you of that story, of that voice that came out from Igogon. But there was a voice that was crying out, but there was a voice that was crying out, just on the 5th of June, which is this month. Month, I want you to gbàgbé. Ẹ mọ̀ páwọn ọmọ ìdí ènìyàn á ti gbàgbé pé èèyàn kú ní gọ̀gàn á ti gbàgbé pé wọ́n gé àwọn ọmọ lórí ní school ẹ ti gbàgbé. So now you're thinking that because Nnamdi Kanu has been arrested or has been apprehended, has been kidnapped, which is what we believe has happened, you now assume that all that will then fizzle away, our parality and ìṣerálìmọ́. It's just the beginning. Mandela was arrested. And right inside the prison, Mandela was doing so much and the people were still continuing until he came out. Even Great Britain, America, European Union, that said Mandela, yes, Nelson Mandela. You all remember Nelson Mandela? You know him. I was still by the statue of Nelson Mandela right at the Westminster about Wednesday ago last week. He was also in the prison, but he came out to become the president of South Africa. Olusegun Obasanjo was also in the prison at some point. He came out and became the president that this democracy that you all call democracy in 1999. Oladipo Dia was almost killed by Abacha. So don't allow the news Nnamdi Kanu has been picked up. Hey, ìrẹ̀wẹ̀sì máa dé bá wa ọmọ Yorùbá o. Kí la máa wá ṣe báyìí o? Tó bá lè gbé Nnamdi Kanu, ṣé bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ ṣe máa gbé bàbá wa ti sáré? Do that. The rally goes ahead as planned. Nothing changed that. I've been in constant call with Chief Sunday Igboho, and I can tell you, he's doing very well. Ó ní kí n sọ fún yín sẹ́ pé rally yẹn máa wáyé lágbára Ọlọ́run láṣẹ Èdùmàrè tí kankan níyẹ̀ ní July 3rd lágbára Ọlọ́run. So don't be worried about ìtòlẹ́ ọgbẹ́ná. We will stand shoulder to shoulder with the IPOB. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ẹ sọ pé mi ni mo sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ látẹnu mi lẹ ti gbọ́. Ìjà freedom là ń jà yìí ẹ mọ̀ pé freedom ni. Freedom is not going to come easy. Freedom means everything will be thrown at it as well. And we are watching the development and we are doing a lot of background work as well. Once again, a very good evening and welcome to the late evening broadcast. Let's play the anthem and then we roll out with the program this evening. Once again, to our brothers and sisters from the Biafra, we stand shoulder to shoulder with you. Let's go and play the anthem. Once again, a very good evening as you join in the broadcast for from any part of the globe that you're watching us from. My name is Olayomi Koiki. A lot of you know me as Koiki Media. Ní láti máa pe bàbá wa Chief Sunday Igboho because he has been receiving a lot of calls. Ṣé rally máa hold? The official is coming now from here. Tún ní láti máa béèrè lọ́wọ́ wọn. Bàbá ṣá máa confirm authoritatively as the spokesman of Chief Sunday Igboho that peaceful rally, that mega rally, that rally that determined that the Yoruba are not interested in Nigeria will go ahead as planned on Saturday by God's grace from Ojota at exactly 9 o'clock. Let's play the anthem. Iṣẹ́ wa fúnlẹ̀ wa, orílẹ̀ wa, kàgbéga, kàgbéga, kàgbéga fàlẹ́rí. Ìgbàgbọ́ wa ní pé bàtí bẹ̀rù làbọ̀ mọ́, ká ṣiṣẹ́. Kàṣiṣẹ́ fàjọlá, ìṣọ̀kan àtòmìnira ní ẹ jẹ́ ká máa ohun tó dára. Ọmọ Oòduà dìde, bọ́ sípò ẹ̀tọ́ rẹ, ìwọ ni ìmọ́lẹ̀ ògo adúláwọ̀. Mo kí gbogbo wa pé a very good evening and welcome to our evening broadcast from wherever you're joining us this particular evening, the 29th Tuesday, June 2021. It's not new that we get breaking news across the globe. It's not new. So don't be shocked. Don't be surprised, especially when it comes to news pertaining to people that you follow, people you disagree with, people you don't like, people you don't love, people you disagree with their views, people you do not appreciate or think about whatever they are doing. But one thing we must remember is every single lives that have been taken away from Nigeria is what also fighting for. I say it again, regardless of wherever they are, whether they are from the north. Oh yes, I will pray count to one not no. But we want to make sure that we defend our own territory. And then if we have extra, we can support them as well. Just like UK is supporting Nigeria, which is something that I'm sure a lot of you should be asking yourself. Why should a country of less than 70 million be pumping and supporting a country of 200 million and they have the 6th largest crude oil producer in the world? Gas, we have natural resources, we are the indigenous owner of the land, but those land is no longer in our hand, it's right in the hands of the Fulani Hausa people. And as people, individuals, groups that are fighting for the humanity side of things, we must understand that you might not like Nnamdi Kanu does not mean that what he's fighting for is not right. Oh yes, Obu Yoruba, Obu Hausa, Obu Igbo, Obu Awonyan. And then, should we all sit down and allow the situation of things to disintegrate the way it has been for the last 60 years or the 100 years of the fraudulent amalgamation that we have all been talking about? Later, you might not like him. It doesn't matter. But he is fighting for what he believes is the best option because everybody knew that Nigeria was created in 1914 by Great Britain. So why should we then sit down after 100 years if that union has not even worked and never even benefit every single one of you? Go benefit everybody. Go benefit me. Go benefit you. Go benefit the generation of the past. How do you think it will benefit the next generation, especially when you have marauders of Fulani killing us on a daily basis from not just in the north anymore? Everybody thought it was happening in the north. until we started seeing the fraction of it in the middle belt. Oh, I rò pé ṣebí inú middle belt nìkan ni kò dọ́dọ̀ tiwa now. And then we started seeing the involvement of killings in the southeast. And then what do we saw? We wake up in the morning and we realize that Yoruba people now are also being killed. Oh, ẹ ti gbàgbé. So now, parí ẹ̀ together ni. No retreat, no surrender. Nobody should call me and discuss about Nnamdi Kanu. Whatever I say here is what is going to be my own view, and not just my view, what I think that every Yoruba sons and daughters now should start buckling up. This is something sending a message to every single one of us. Whether you're a woman, whether you're a daughter, wherever you are, this is a message to say that the Fulani and the international foreign partners wants to keep one Nigeria together, and that is not what you want. That is not what I want. So that means we must buckle up now. This is the time that is no longer a joke. As of anybody can say joke tele. Oh yes, is there risk involved? There's risk involved in everything we do in life. It's as simple as that. All hail the Biafra. We are shoulder to shoulder with you this evening, and we are sending a strong message to the federal government to look and be very, very careful. You have the Fulani terrorists across the country that you need to deal with, but you refuse to do so. But with your foreign partners, the international criminals, oh, those countries that you love to visit, those countries that you want to go and study, those countries that you want to get their visa, but those countries are the reason why you are backward today. I have lived with them for 20 years, and I understand the game. But let us remind ourselves of some of this sound. Maybe some of you have literally forgotten what took place sometime on the 5th of June up to the 6th, which was a Sunday, as people were coming out of a peaceful rally in Ekiti. There was a lot of crying. Children, mothers, fathers being burned and killed in their homes in Igogon, Oyo State, which is the southwest on the Yoruba land. Etikbagbe. But now, everybody wants to run away. The mega rally goes ahead as planned according to Chief Sunday Igboho and the organizers as well. Nothing is going to change that. Nothing is going to change that. It goes ahead as planned. But let's face the first video. These were sound coming out. The cry of the people. The voice of the people saying, ọmọ Yorùbá ló pa báyìí, ẹ jẹ́ ká gbọ́ àwọn ohùn yẹn díẹ̀ sí. Let's go to the next one. DJ Teddy, who is the voice behind that video that circulated around the world. Are you going to sit down now and say, oh, come on, the next person. Come on, the next person. Want Yoruba nation, no Yoruba nation, no Nigeria. No Yoruba nation, no Nigeria. But we start with the peaceful rally been going ahead, and the mega rally goes ahead on July 3rd by God's grace, inshallah. Let's continue with that video. Ó ní ẹ wo bó ṣe gé ọwọ́ ọmọ èèyàn, ìwọ náà fi ṣírò ààrẹ mú ọ̀bẹ má gé ọwọ́ ẹ kó wá wò bí ọwọ́ yẹn á tún ṣiṣẹ́ mọ́. But some of us are quick to judge. I like Nnamdi Kanu, I like ọmọ Igbo, gbogbo olúwa láti gbà, gbogbo ilẹ̀ Yorùbá láti gbà, wọ́n ti rẹ̀ ṣọ́, wọ́n ti. I told you so many times, the Igbo or the Biafra and any other ethnic minority or any other nation will have to respect our own law. A nation that belongs to us, that we will respect people and they welcome, and if they can abide by the law and the system in Yoruba land, we chase them out and we kick them out. It's as simple as that. Some of you, I'm sure, are probably excited. Let me say it loud and clear. That does not mean I'm going to take a next flight back to UK. Yoruba rally goes ahead as planned, and I will be there as well. Ìwọ ni tó bá ń bẹ̀rù kó dúró sínú ilé ẹ jẹ̀wédú ẹ jàmàlà dáadáa ẹ jẹ́ àpàdé sẹ́ ní mega rally níjọ́ Saturday láti ṣẹ̀dùmarè. I think they can use this, to distract us from the mega rally that is coming up. It's peaceful mega rally, and we are going ahead as planned, and nothing is going to change that. Forget about whatever news is filtering through in their own media, mainstream media. They are very quick to judge. The killings in Igogon never hit the head waves. Did you see it in the headline? Niri, because they are not interested in that. But some of you now are quick to judge. The killings that took place in Igogon on the 6th of June this month, not last year, was not even on channels. Channels could not even say it was Fulani that killed people there. Not even TVC. Not even all those mainstream media that you all believe so much. And they think they will push us out, and then rally goes ahead as planned. That is from Chief Sunday Igboho. Rally goes ahead as planned. Nothing is going to change that. Let's share the Marila. So Yoruba Lawa. No retreat, no surrender. No going back forever. Kó bá fẹ́ dàrú kó dàrú pátápátá. Èmi ti sọ tẹ́lẹ̀ ìdágbé dání gbà ó lò ní dàrú. Bọ̀káṣì máa bá níyàn pé peaceful à ń bá lọ ìgbà mi kò ní dàrú. Pẹ̀lú tó ń bọ̀ yìí nísìn. Wàá gbọ́n wíníwíní. Because I know that the IPOB that I know will have to respond back as things are going. Once again, a very good evening and welcome. Ẹ jẹ́ àtúntò lọ gbọ́ the next video. Ṣé is 6. Only this is war. Ẹ wá ní kò tí sógun. 60 innocent lives were killed, butchered. Children, mothers, fathers in a Yoruba land, and none of us could even ask the question, where was the government? It took the Oyo State governor more than 2 days before he could visit Igogon. Is that a Yoruba man? That is the governor that you love so much. Those of you that believe that this is about politics. Innocent people were killed in Igogon. The same people that voted them in, they got to visit that state, to visit that location on that same day. Rather, he was sleeping with his wife in his house and his children. He cares less about the people that died in Igogon. But some of you probably love them so much. You're probably taking a bit of penny from them. So I believe wọ́n ti fi ẹja alága níbì kan, wọ́n fi ẹja kínní kan níbì kan, board of trustee níbì kan, and then you think that that is all about it. Ẹ rántí pé humanity ẹ̀mí àwọn èèyàn lọ́pàá yẹn. More than 60 people. One person was killed in America last year, George Floyd. The whole world was crying as if the world is going to end. Black Lives Matter. You go to London, Black Lives Matter. You go to America, you go to UK, you go to every part of the world, but the lives of the Yoruba people does not matter to them. But we are going to be the one to tell them that our life matter to us. Black Lives Matter. 60 people were killed in Igogon. Nobody could shout. Not even, I saw CNN Africa. Nnamdi Kanu, the IPOB leader, they're quick. These are the people in the Biafra as well. Oh, we don't like Nnamdi Kanu. He talks too much. He abuse our leaders. Oh, okay. He abused your leaders, but you are sitting down there when genocide is right taking place inside your nose, and you refuse to do anything. Genocide, is already sucking you in the southeast, but you cannot see that. Is fighting for what it believes in, just like so many of us as well. And let us say it loud and clear. Nnamdi Kanu, in wherever they kept him now, and we continue to pray and stand with him. Oh, there are millions of Nnamdi Kanu, Lord. Oh, my Lord. Millions of ready to activate anytime, any soon. Millions of them, I say, in America, in Germany, in UK, in Australia, in New Zealand, inside the Biafra land. Oh, they are dedicated, just like the Yorubas as well. If they think that at this point that they will use the divide and rule, I told you it cannot work. Forget about the nonsense that you must have had in the 60s and the 70s. If UK did not colonize us and add us together, oh, we would have been separate. There wouldn't have been any war. There wouldn't have been any fight between us and them. There would have been a Yoruba nation, since then. There would have been Igbo nation. There would have been Arewa, Middle Belt. But UK, for their own interest, better known to them, 14 years after they arrived on our territory, they merged us together, and this is the result that we are getting now. War is what this brother said on the June 6th when he was crying to every one of us to say, "Ha, Omo Yoruba, Ogun ti de, this is war." Let's remind you that video again. Is this not the same thing Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for? Is it not the same thing that we are fighting for? Is it not the same thing that Chief Sunday Igboho is fighting for? Is it not the same thing that Professor Banji Akintoye is fighting for? Comrade Victor Taiwo. Name them. Every single one of them, Iba Gani Adams, every one of them is fighting for the same thing, for the lives of Yoruba and the lives of the Igbo that Nnamdi is fighting for as well. And those lives have been killed as I speak to you right now. You saw those children be slaughtered right in there at the school. Can you think that if that was your son being slaughtered, will you be able to be sleeping as I speak to you now? And the thing with that, the rally doesn't go ahead. And the rally might go ahead as planned. This Saturday is going ahead as planned. Nothing is going to change that. It's a peaceful rally, we say. And we are giving a warning again to all the security operatives. We are coming, and there's no doubt about that. You've heard it from different... Look, we are coming. Forget about that. We are coming. But we are not coming here. We are all coming and congregating right there for the peaceful rally that we have been planning, in the last couple of days and weeks. And all the Yorubas will congregate, and no one must be hurt, not even a fly. Let's play the part of that video. Let's go to the next one. See if we get another one. They don't care. They want to make sure that they colonize this country and everybody becomes, their own stupid mentality in their own head. It is better we fight it now or leave it for the next generation to come and fight. The next generation. The next generation is not interested. You can see the next generation talking about one Nigeria. What kid our money about one Nigeria? They were giving birth in 1999. They're talking about one Nigeria. Kini one Nigeria has done for them. All those Indomie generation. They think they can make money by becoming an artist. They think they can make money by sitting down on Instagram and Twitter. They think that is the only way to make money. But they can't understand that their culture, their language is going into extinction. They can't think about that. So the about the pound yele ma dúró dè kó wá bá yín fix in town fight. Àwa tá mọ̀ pé Nigeria is not our country. Àwa báyìí lájọ máa sort it out. They might not like the approach. Who cares about the approach? It's not about the approach. It's about the Fulani as make sure that our life has been mortgaged for more than 100 years in partnership with Great Britain. And that's what they've done. The divide and rule game. The same people that condemned Nelson Mandela eventually celebrate him till the end of his life. May so rest in peace. So who is saying, because of the awuyewuye that has been going on, hey, Koiki, hey, leave that to yourself. You can be scared. That is you. No. We are not interested in that. What we are interested in is the Yoruba rally goes ahead as planned July 3rd. Nothing is going to change that. But one thing I can tell everybody is we continue to monitor the situation. Oh yes, like I said, before coming on air, I was in constant conversation with Chief Sunday Igboho. A very good evening from wherever you're joining us. The zoo will break. Something will trigger it. Peacefully? The other way around? Who knows? But wọ́n ní tí kinní kan ń bọ̀ tó ń dún ìlú tó ń ya yẹn tó bá dé kó bá ya, because those IPOB that we know are not going to take it easy, and they're not going to back down. Thinking that they pick up in Nnamdi Kanu will back them down. No, they're not going to back down. They're not interested to back down because they know that it's the part of the process to get their freedom. It's just part of the process. And we remind you again, don't allow the mainstream media to give you all those lies. The same mainstream media that never visited Igogon. In fact, the governor, when the governor was going, you can see all the mainstream media follow him because that's part of the brown envelope that they all take. They are more interested in that. They are more interested in that. People have asked, was he extradited? What was the process? It's not about the process. It's about the Fulani government that would rather go after Nnamdi Kanu than go after Gumi and put him there in the prison, or go after the bandit, the ISWAP, the Boko Haram that have killed millions of people, not thousands. You think it's thousands? If you believe all those foreign papers telling you, oh, only a few thousands people have been killed, millions of you have been killed because millions of you cannot come back home. Oh, it's part of it as well. We have people all over the world that are dead already. They can't come back home because there's no home for you to meet. Once again, a very good evening and welcome for those of you that have joined us from different parts of the globe. Nigeria is at the verge of no return. And if the federal government thinks that all the agitators, all those fighting for one freedom to exit out of this contraction will just end up like that, it is too late. Because people are not going to back down. It could have happened maybe if there was no kind of interaction. It could have happened. But not at this stage. Not at this junction. Not at this hour. Because everybody now have realized that the country that was created was never meant to work. And that country is the Nigeria that we are all trying to come out of, peacefully or the other way around. And nothing is going to change that. Once again, we say good evening to those of you that have joined us and welcome to the broadcast. My name is Olayomi Koike. And we should not allow the situation of the last few hours of all the news that is filtering through, that is being bombarded on you. If those news was being bombarded just the same way they're killing all the Yorubas and the Igbos and the Middle Belt, but they're not interested in that. Moving forward. Is it the white man or the white woman that determine that I will be a citizen of Yoruba nation? Or is it Great Britain or the rest of the international community that continue to dictate that we should be part of Nigeria? It's just a question I'm asking. I'm throwing that question to us. Is it the white man in Great Britain or the white woman in Great Britain or the white people around the world that determines whether we continue to be one Nigeria or we be a Yoruba nation citizen? Ìbéèrè tí mò ń bi gbogbo wa nìyẹn. And if we're all saying ẹ̀rù ń bà wá, who are you then expecting to do it? Ta lẹ̀ ń dúró dè gangan? Which of the Messiah are we waiting for to come down and do it for us? We are all the Messiah, and we are all the individuals that will do every necessary steps to make sure that peacefully we come out of Nigeria or we go into a war. People will say, oh, you don't know what is war. What do you have this? Do you have that? There are different kind of wars. But the situation is still where we are still, doing it the way it is. But the situation is still where we are still, doing it the way it is. But it will get to a stage where it will no longer be like that. I'm going to read from my brother, Adiguma Konjola. I picked up something from one of his posts this morning, and I'm going to read, and I want you to go along with me as I'm about to read it. This was a message that Adiguma Konjola, like I said, there are thousands of people fighting behind that you might probably not see there because they don't come on the camera like myself and the other media agitators. Tẹ́fà rí pé àwa nìkan là ń jà, ètò rẹ̀ Koiki Media ń jáde lójoojúmọ́. Àwọn èèyàn ń gbọ́ nǹkan tó ń sọ, ó rí akíkanjú ọmọ ni, àìmọye àwọn akíkanjú tó wà nísàlẹ̀, tó jẹ́ ọkùnrin, tó jẹ́ obìnrin, tó jẹ́ màmá, tó jẹ́ arúgbó, tó jẹ́ àgbàlagbà. Let's read part of what Makanjuola wrote this morning. There is no chance, no destiny, no fate that can stop a determined people who have choose to be free. I've already posted it earlier on, but maybe I should do this first. Let's post it as well for those of you that are watching us right now. Let me post it. And then if you have another device, you can read along with me. And if you don't have, you can copy it and then post it as well, to all your other platforms as well. Once again, July 3rd goes ahead as planned in Lagos, right from Ojota at exactly 9 a.m. Let's get there as early as possible. And like I said, Entoba Moewedu ati Amalaje Ejedada go to the join. I'm just about to post that, and then I will now read it out as soon as I've posted it into the comment section. Once again, a very good evening and welcome to the broadcast. Exactly 8 p.m. from the southwest of the country where we are broadcasting from today. There's nothing that we should be scared of. There's nothing to go to Maderubawa. We've seen it all, and there's nothing to be worried about. Now let me read that again. There is no chance, no destiny, no fate that can stop determined people who have chosen to be free. From Adigun Makanjuola. The United Nations do not have the exclusive right to move or stand. The United Nations do not have the exclusive right to move or stand against its own universe. Declare rule of is the determination of the Yoruba, Biafra, and the Middle Belt peoples, respectively, permanently designed, failed, undeveloped, British-created amalgamation. Sorry, I'm just trying, I lost it there in between. Contraction, the amalgamation. Design failed, undeveloped, British created contraction called Nigeria has no natural and ideological connection to the university of what is widely known today as the failed Nigerian state, as collective humanity and genuine human and physical development of the citizens and their respective indigenous territory do not exist. Full stop. It is now within the mandate of the United Nations to take the side of to tell the Yoruba people on how we choose to live our lives as the people within our own exclusive territory that is the indigenous to us from our forefathers, passed down to us from thousands of years before 1914. When the British wrongly emerged our people and land with strange bedfellows, agenda is to use the concept of one Nigeria to recolonize, continue to use our people as hunting games and territory as potentially a conquered territory. Full stop. We choose to live our lives as indigenous sovereign nation and never again as a colonized and conquered people under the dubious pan-Nigerian sovereign banner. This right the United Nations cannot and will never deny to the Yoruba people. The major assigned responsibility of United Nations is the guarantee of the world peace and security, and to secure the fundamental human rights of all nations and institutions all over the world. Full stop. This right is the instrument the Yoruba worldwide for a free sovereign Yoruba nation has invoked to free our people from Nigeria, and there is no force on the surface of the earth that will forcefully keep Yoruba nation and the people under one Nigeria again. The United Nations has one of its major applied principles to uphold the right of a determined people, demanding for self-determination. To be free via the granting of the right of a free democratic referendum process to the agitating indigenous nations to decide whether to remain as slaves or conquer people in Nigeria or exit the British evil created contraction once and for all. Full stop. The alternative to the above democratic peaceful request, if United Nations refuses urgently to do the needful and decided to play politics with its own rules and continue to endanger the lives and the future of the Yoruba people in Nigeria, the Yoruba people and the nation, we have no further options rather than to resort to other alternative that is equally recognized by the international community as one of their permanent death, destruction, subjugation, and dimension as Nigerians. Full stop. We should not be termed terrorists or rebels when armed struggle becomes the last option for the Yoruba nation people to actualize their struggle for self-determination and sovereignty. Internal collaborations with our people, external enemies will not be spared. It is our right to be free. Let me read that last bit for you again. There are millions of Yoruba people around the world that are as more than upset than me. And I've said it, I am not your bravest, I am not the most powerful, I am not the most intelligent, but I am just playing my part. This is one out of millions of Yoruba people that are now saying the same thing I've been saying. We should not be termed terrorists or rebels when the armed struggles become the last option left for the Yoruba nation and the people to actualize their struggle for self-determination. If we are still playing this kind of card, the question I'm asking again and again is, who should be the individuals or countries or organizations to determine the fate of millions of Yorubas around the world that wants to be free from Nigeria, that was created not of our own conscious mind? It was created because Great Britain wanted to create Nigeria, and that was what they did. Forget about all this Lord Lugard. Lugard was sent by the Great Britain, and that is about as far as that we can continue to say. Great Britain is behind it. And we need to understand that clearly. And we're going to know behind it. 1914, that amalgamation came, and the rest, they say, is history. And that is why we are all every day agitating, discussing, looking back to the history and asking, why should Great Britain have joined us together? And if they've joined us together for whatever reason, we want them to untangle it. It's as simple as that. Untangle the mess that you have created. Rather, Great Britain still wants to keep us and say one unity, one Nigeria. Continue to talk about an election in 2023. Continue to deceive us and thinking that they can promote their own interest on the Yoruba people in 21st century. That's what Great Britain is still doing. Wọ́n sì ń gbé opinion wọn àti view tí wọ́n lé wa lórí. Àwọn ló máa decide fún wa bá ṣe fẹ́ yàgbẹ́, àwọn ló máa decide fún wa bá ṣe fẹ́ tọ̀, àwọn ló máa decide fún wa bá ṣe fẹ́ live life wa, àwọn ló máa sọ fún wa pé ìtẹ́ ń ṣe yìí ẹbọ ni, ẹ má ṣe yẹn mọ́, ànígbà yẹn. Àwọn ló máa sọ fún wa pé nǹkan báyìí ló lè ṣe, nǹkan báyìí ló lè ṣe. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọmọ Yorùbá ta ní àṣà, ta ní culture, ta ní ibi ta ti ń bọ̀, nítorí pé àwọn politician kan ìjókòó ń jẹ pẹ̀lú wọn, nítorí ẹ̀yin ọba kan ìjókòó ń jẹ pẹ̀lú wọn, nítorí ẹ̀yin individuals, your own interest lẹ́ ń wò interest of the majority of the Yoruba people that can stand on their own and have their own passport that says, I am the citizen of the Yoruba land or Oduduwa Republic, whichever one you decide. Rather, we are creating all kind of, hula-la. Wọ́n ti gbé náà kánú, ìyẹn là ń ran lójúmọ́. A ti gbàgbé pé Britain that created the problem in the first place, we shouldn't have been where we are today. We should be country as a margin nation that should have been competing with all other countries if we have followed even the trend of the late Chief Obafemi Awolowo. We are all being disgraced across the world. It doesn't matter whatever passport you have in your hand. You are being looked as a monkey. You are being looked as people that does not matter. And àwa gangan ni ìmọ́lẹ̀ adúláwọ̀. Àwa máa jáde. O fẹ́ lọ sí Benin, o fẹ́ lọ sí Kútọ́nù, o fẹ́ lọ sí Ghana, o fẹ́ lọ sí Kenya, o fẹ́ lọ sí Sierra Leone, o fẹ́ lọ sí Libya. Wá máa wò wá bí shit. Àwa but wọ́n respect ara wa fúnra wa. Àwa ta wá láti Nigeria síbẹ̀. And we are all over the world. You are professor, and then so what? Professor in America, but your own territory, your own people, you cannot use that same energy that you are using as a professor in another part of the world to fix the problem. Rather, we have all these nonentic politicians licking the hearts of the Fulani Hausa people because of their own selfish interest. In topic jẹyẹn nìkan làwọn wà after. Wọ́n tẹ̀ rántí pé ìjọ kan máa wà tẹ́ pé àwọn náà máa jáde láyé. Wọ́n rántí yẹn mọ́. They've forgotten about all that. Àwọn prefer pé káwọn máa drive everything pọ̀ lẹ́yìn wọn, but now go to every Yoruba land. People cannot send their children at 7 o'clock anymore. Wọ́n máa wá go fún wọn ní wọ́n máa pè. That's even if they get through with the phone line. Is that the kind of life you want us to continue? We start deceiving ourselves. Let me have a dress on Instagram. Fine. You think that's life? For you, that is life. Nígbà tí wọ́n ní àbẹ́ ìgbọ́tẹ́lẹ̀ rí ni. Wọ́n ní àwọn alákọ̀ọ́kọ́ ní TV before France. France wá di ń tẹ́ pé àwọn náà wọ́n fún wa ní kí ló máa ń pa àwọn kìíní yẹn, wọ́n fún wa ní support, charity. Àwọn 419 countries around the world. But because we have Yoruba people, àwọn náà ti mingle pẹ̀lú wọn ní France, ní Germany, ní America. Àwọn Yoruba kan mọ bó ṣe ń gbowó lọ́wọ́ wọn. Wọn náà fi lọ tọ́jú àwọn arúgbó, àwọn fi lọ tọ́jú ẹni tó ń yàgbẹ́, àwọn fi lọ tọ́jú ẹni tó fọ́ lójú. All this nonsense that we can create on our own system and help other countries around the world. Irọ́ àwọn lọ́jọ́kọ̀ nísìn lọ́ní táwọn sọ ẹnu wa rùn. Àwọn prefer the artificial country that was created that never can work, and it will never work. And that's why there have been problems for the last 60 years. That's why there have been so many coups. Britain did not put us together. You will not even hear about the first coup. You will not hear about any independence because we would have been operating the way we were before Great Britain came. Abeti gbàgbé ni àwa ti ń run the constitution wa, àti run ìlú before they came in 1900s. We've had this history, and that Indomie children will tell you, and Nigeria will be great. Nigeria will be great. Great when? You would die for nothing. You would die for nothing. Once again, a very good evening and welcome to the broadcast. You would just die for nothing. You think we are happy to be showing you what London looks like? You think we are happy to be showing you what Nigeria, what Germany looks like? No. We want to be also doing the same thing that they are doing in Great Britain. We want to create those engineering, structure. You saw those tall buildings. Can you have those kind of tall buildings in Ibadan when there's no light? Most of those tall buildings are showing in London. They have a lift. Can you build those? We have engineers that are ready to transform every part of Yoruba land. But because we have nonentic people sitting down behind the ass of the Hausa Fulani people and think that they will take us to the next election, You think you will take us to the next election? Lójú you think we will all, with the way things are going now, we are already at the speed of sound. Ṣé Nnamdi Lọ́mú tí mo táwọn ọmọ Igbo máa ṣe tí mo type-up máa ṣe rò pé wọ́n máa sùn? You think they will just go to bed and sleep? I told you all, the God of Yoruba land has already arisen. The God of the Yoruba has already arrived. Whether you're Christian, whether you're Muslim, it doesn't matter. Whether you're Babalawo, our God have already arisen. Àwọn spirit wa ti jáde, and they will make sure that we get this Yoruba nation. It's not about me. It's not about Chief Sunday Igboho. It's about the owner of the land. They are not happy. Koiki má sọ yẹn, ẹ jẹ́ ká fi àwọn IPOB sílẹ̀. So you think that Fulani government will leave us alone? You think they can also not do the same thing that they've done with the IPOB? That's how we think in 21st century. I saw the Prime Minister today, Abilano, celebrating, LGBT. You can imagine, if a society like that tolerate we don't like IPOB. Mama so IPOB lórí show like it. You can see. You can see the way we think. That's the way our thinking faculty is. Selfish interest of our own individuals. How many of you trust your own immediate family? How many of you trust them? How many of you trust your immediate family? You trust one. We should focus on our own Yoruba. So you think by focusing on our own Yoruba nation and we leave IPOB, you think the government is not coming back? They're coming back. You think the government is sleeping? You think they're not watching everything I'm saying? You think they're not watching all the agitation going on? You think they're stupid? They're not stupid. They have people behind them telling them every step that they are taking, go this way, it might react. They are not reacting to us now because they're being spoken to people behind them as well. And Nigeria must definitely break. That is the only way out. We can't reason. We can't think beyond the box. Box in the okay, genocide is taking place inside the Igbo land. You think they are not coming? People think that they cannot bomb Yoruba land. You think that the government cannot do so? Who gives you the impression that they cannot do so? Who gives you the impression with this Fulani government being run by Fulani people, by the Sultan of Sokoto? Sultan of Sokoto is the one in charge of Nigeria, if you guys don't know. Say Koiki said so. Only power away. And they know. But we have our own kings that have been relaxed and kept behind doing nothing. And that is what we are saying. I'm going to have to turn the phone on the Instagram on the landscape because I need to continue to charge the phone. Once again, a very good evening to those of you that have joined us from different parts of the globe. Regardless of whatever you've been listening to, whatever you've been hearing, that should not even give you any doubt, any impression at all that we will back down, Erama Bawa, Anishimo, Kinekan. You think because of whatever is happening, we would now say, hey, you get intimidated, hey, rally July 3rd, at the council, freedom is not cheap. We told you that already. Some of us are determined. Maybe some of you will sit down with your mom wrapper and then you cover yourself under the duvet. Not somebody like us. Because like I always say, the conversation is about every one of us. I can spot every one of you. We'll leave the names. And please do not call me on video call. You're watching me already. There's no point to call on video call again. Let's go straight to first caller. Hello, good evening, caller, and welcome to the program.
Well done, Mr. Koiki.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, Bishop Adesina speaking.
Go ahead, sir.
I just want to commend your effort and to say.
Sorry, Mr.
And the mission will be accomplished.
Amen.
And Yoruba nation has come to stay.
No going back.
And no going back. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And that's an individual that I know very well. Let's go straight and take the next caller as well. We must not relent. We must not allow ourselves to believe that, because of the situation presently, then we should all be scared. We should all be worried. The God of the Yoruba land is already with us. Our forefathers are with us, whether the ones that have died, whether the ones that are alive. We must all remember that this fight is not just about us. It's about every single souls that have also left this contraction we call Nigeria, and we will all continue, to fight it, in a very democratic way, which is what we are still doing so far. And like I said, Chief Sunday Igboho asked me to say it again and again. The rally goes ahead as planned, and nothing is going to change that. Lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí mo kí gbogbo wa lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí níbikíbi tí ẹ ti láǹfààní àti máa gbọ́ wa. So let's take those few calls once again. Please make it snappy so that we can get as many people in as possible. Hello, good evening, caller. Welcome to the program.
Mr. Koiki, good evening.
You're welcome, sir. Sir. How are you, sir? The phone line is plus 4475 9405097.
God bless you. Ọlọ́run máa pàlọ́ àti àbọ̀yín mọ́.
Àmì Ọlọ́run.
Ṣé lórí ọ̀rọ̀ Biafra Nnamdi Kanu Nnamdi Kanu káwọn èèyàn wa má jẹ́ kí yẹn wé wọn dáhùn. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ tó lọ́lọ́run káwọn èèyàn tó wà nílé kán má yẹ kí ọ̀rọ̀ Nnamdi Kanu kó wé wọn dáhùn. Wí Biafra ọmọ ìyá ni wá ojú ọ̀nà kan náà la wà. Kò dẹ̀ sí nǹkan tá a gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe ju pé ká support wọn in any way tá a bá lè fi support wọn lọ. Kí gbogbo àwọn èèyàn wa kí wọ́n dúró gbogbo anything tó bá lè ṣe gbogbo nǹkan tó bá lè rẹ̀ dà. Kí wá Kanu kọ́kọ́ mọ́nítọ̀ gbogbo because àwọn yẹn wọ́n burú kan kò dẹ̀ tí kọ́tọ́ lè ṣe so anything ò gbọ́dọ̀ ṣẹlẹ̀ sí máa yẹn so no matter how we are one so everybody dìde sí orí ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn so that ká má wo pé ipò kò kàn wá ó kàn wá o because tá lọ bá lọ àbọ̀ ń bọ̀.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, tá lọ bá lọ àbọ̀ ń bọ̀. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni. Oh yes, people don't know that. Àwọn èèyàn mọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Wọ́n sì ń bọ̀, kò sí kọ́tà lè ṣe sí wọ́n sì ń bọ̀. So we have to stand. This is time we say no. So tẹ́lẹ̀ bá máa gbòmìnira kò lè wáyé sí.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, definitely.
Ẹ̀mí tó bá máa bá lọ ṣùgbọ́n àwọn mẹ́jọ pé àgbà.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Àwọn ọmọ tó bá pọ̀ tó àwọn bàbá wa kùnà láti ṣe ìyẹn.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
So àwọn àwọn tún kọ́ kùnà.
I gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe mistake here. We must not do that same mistake. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Táwọn alálẹ̀ Yorùbá ń fún wa ṣe.
Gbogbo ọlá máa fún wa ṣe lágbára Ọlọ́run. Àdúpẹ́ fọ́lọ́run.
Ọlọ́run sọ pátì kò ti tó.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
So ẹnì kankan ò lè jábọ́
lágbára Ọlọ́run. No going back. Thank you very much, our brother there. And let's go straight to the next caller as well. That's if the call comes through, because àwọn tó bá ń pè láti Dubai. Mo kí màmá tó bí mi lọ́mọ ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò. I can see a lot of you have tried to call. Bear with me because, like I always say, the phone get very busy. I have to call the media. Okay, yeah, that's my brother. Mr. Kende, we spoke already. Let's see if it comes through. He's live with us. Go ahead, Mr. Kende, you're live with me. Go ahead.
Okay. Mo fẹ́ kí àwọn èèyàn ní nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ lẹ́nu kó má mú rẹ̀ wá bá wọn. A drastic action will occur that will bring a drastic solution. It's about time. You understand? It's about time. Àwọn ìjọba yẹn máa mọ̀ pé wọ́n ń ṣeré pẹ̀lú fire. They are playing with fire. Shekumi is moving freely. Shekumi is moving freely. They didn't go and arrest Shekumi. You understand me? But I just know that they are playing with fire. We are not backing down.
No.
We are not backing down. We are ready. We are ready to live our life for our unborn children, for our children that we are born. You know?
Yeah.
We are ready. I'm here now. I'm born. But it's about time. It's about time that we go. Just anybody who wants to control it.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
It will come easily.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
We have to fight for it.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
We have to fight, and we are going to fight for it.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
No retreat, no
No
surrender.
surrender.
No retreat.
No surrender. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
About time. The day is just
Thank you very much, and that's one of our brother as well. We already spoke, was it yesterday or this morning? I spoke to him. The line is still open. We're taking calls from different part of the world. Tebatingpe, about mute background as well. Hello, caller. Good evening and welcome to the show. Ekale. Okay, voice in lole gone and any lot increase. Any lot increase volume here. Or better than saying, because there's thousands of people wants to call. So I'm out to miss opportunity, but it will later to this sort of that. Ekale, I'm going. Go ahead, I'm going.
Sẹ́rí ẹ̀pọ̀ kọ́kọ́ fẹ́ kí iná gbé ẹ̀kú iṣẹ́ takuntakun ọlọ́run adé dúró. Ṣé agbọ́nìsì yẹn náà ó kọ́kọ́ fẹ́ tu everybody lọ́kọ̀ bẹ̀ we still need to keep on. Lábẹ́ bó ti wù kó rí so many have been scattered. Ẹ wo family tèmi I'm the first born of the family mi ò lé ilé ti dàrú mi ò lè wálé. Ilé ti dàrú kò sí tó lé kò lè ò ṣe é wá. Family ti ìjà ti ṣẹlẹ̀ oríṣiríṣi different kind of things. I'm just every time tí bá ṣì rí pé Nàìjíríà ni mo ní mi I'm still in Nigeria inú máa ń bí mi lọ́tọ̀ pé irú láìwò lélẹ́yìí gan. So we just need to break it up. Tó fi mú àwọn UK citizens tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ tó wà níbi tí mo ti ń ṣe máa ń challenge wọn. Why do you have to match us together? Bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣé náà máa wò bí innocent báyìí ni pé they didn't know anything about it. So we just need to break that country up and everybody goes his way. That's all.
That's the only option.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. That's our brother from Dubai. A lot of family has broken. That's what he says. Nnamdi Kanu has not situation as well that is trying to come true. Hello. Okay. I'm not sure that caller got through. Let's go straight to the next call, because when there's a lot of people trying to call, there will always be that, it kind of disconnects, because we call but okay, I think this one is get through. Hello, caller.
Hello,
Ekale.
hello, Bragoki.
Ekale, sir.
Ekale, sir, Yawagwa.
Adequate for long.
Yes, I will let you share.
Amen.
Jerry, Katemika fẹ́ sọ ni pé nígbà kan ní 90s, early 90s,
Yeah.
ọ̀nà sókè kó. Wọ́n jẹ́ kí n mọ̀ pé sójà ò lè wọ gbogbo ní ilé ni. Because àwọn sójà lọ́bẹ̀, àwọn ará Òkègbó wọ́n fi Yorùbá hàn wọ́n. Wọ́n ṣe ń bọ́ṣọ ní ara wọn ṣe ń bọ́ máa aṣọ yẹn. Mo dẹ̀ sì nígbàgbọ́ nítorí ọkùnrin nǹkan ìjọba yẹn ṣì wà.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Because ọ̀rọ̀ tá à ń sọ yìí, àwọn sójà yẹn àwọn Boko Haram tó ń lọ rìkúsù Nigeria military òun wá dẹ sí tagbájá fún wa nílẹ̀ Yorùbá. Ó yẹ ká fi Yorùbá hàn wọ́n. Kán padà sọ́dọ̀ ọ̀gá wọn pé wọn ò lè ṣiṣẹ́ bẹ̀ ká kúrò lórílẹ̀ kán fi hàn wọ́n because ọ̀rọ̀ tá à ń sọ yìí ìfẹ́ ká mú kékeré tí Nnamdi Kanu tó ṣẹlẹ̀ yẹn ìyẹn ò fa rẹ̀wẹ̀sì kankan sọ́kàn anybody because script ti Britain ti kọ fún Fúlàní
Ọlọ́n play
1940 to 1960 òun wọ́n ṣe play all
bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Yeah, that is why tó lè rí Nnamdi mú bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
lọ́dọ̀ wọn easily they work hand in hand so àwọn aláwọ̀ nígbà kò sí kan tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
wọn ò lè pa anybody.
Ní kò possible.
Tó bá yá àwọn ọ̀gá mọ̀ pé àwọn èèyàn wà ọmọ Ondo ta ni mí ó yẹ dada mọ sẹ́fẹsẹ̀ sí ní Canada mo wà
Àgbọ́yé.
ọmọ Ondo ta ni mí
Àgbọ́yé.
ṣẹ́ńgọ́ mi
Àgbọ́yé.
tó bá tó gbà àwọn ọmọ kékeré gan ọjọ́ pé àwọn gan fúnra wọn kó tó dìgbà ìjọ jẹ́ pé àwọn gan fúnra wọn gan wọ́n ti di Yorùbá gangan ọ̀rọ̀ tó sọ yé yín.
ó yé mi tọ́ ma ti jàmàlà tewédú dáadáa ibi tẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ dé yé mi kò yá ó ń bọ̀ díẹ̀díẹ̀ ni àwọn là ń dẹ̀ láwọn Yorùbá máa ń sọ ni.
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni o ẹ fi wọ́n lẹ̀.
ẹ ṣé gan ni mo kí yín thank you very much. adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ ṣì ń bá wa lọ lórí ètò yẹn let's come down to +234 ẹ kálẹ́.
ẹ kálẹ́ o ẹ̀gbọ́n mi.
ẹ kálẹ́ ẹ kálẹ́.
ẹ kálẹ́ gbìyànjú sà.
àwọn nìyẹn.
ilé ìlérí tí àwọn lépa Ọlọ́run mú wa débẹ̀.
láìpẹ́ láì jìnnà lágbára Ọlọ́run.
ẹ ṣe kan ẹgbẹ́ ló ti wà. ẹ wo mi fẹ́ kí àwa èèyàn àwọn máa do omi tútù síra wa lọ́kàn. ó ṣe mẹ́ẹ̀ àwa ṣẹ̀dí ìwé mi sì mo ṣẹ̀dí láti fi kan ní pẹ̀lú àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ mi dájú wa nígbà torí ahead of this league tó ti yé yín mẹ́ẹ̀ sà.
àgbọ́yé
kò lè kú kan kò lè ju èyí lè bàbá ẹ̀ òun nìyẹn sì náà a gbọ́ pé wọ́n mú Nnamdi Kanu sìn lóòótọ́ we are doing our own
agitation.
We are doing our own agitation according to the
United Nations la ṣe ń bá lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni àwọn tí divert around it we are still going around with it.
tó ti yé bẹ́ẹ̀ tiwa yàtọ̀ they have already turned them to rebel. So we are doing our own legitimately.
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni according to the law of the international law bẹ́ẹ̀ ni.
ìgbésẹ̀ láti fi gan ṣe now tó ti yé bẹ́ẹ̀
Ó yé mi.
everybody lọ dira pátábámọ̀ bá ń lọ fúnra yìí yẹn ẹ máa káwọn èèyàn kan máa sọ pé àwọn kan làwọn fẹ́ lọ bá lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ owó àdé ṣé wọn ṣèyàn ní iṣẹ́ bọ́ra fẹ́ lọ bá jà ní iṣẹ́ fẹ́ lọ bá yàn jà ní
nígbà tá a bá yàn jà
bọ́
bẹ́ẹ̀
tó
ni.
bá ṣe bí ìwé rè ológun kò sí nǹkan tó wà ń bẹ̀ náà àwọn ayọ̀dílẹ́nu ẹ tí ò bá tí ì dira ni kó ṣe kìíní ẹ jẹ́ ká múra wọn lọ́wọ́
àgbọ́yé
náà á pàdé lọ́hùn náà
lágbára Ọlọ́run July 3rd no going back.
ìbẹ̀rù ń bẹ̀ kí là ń bẹ̀rù ara wa fún
kódà
ó ti yé mẹ́ẹ̀ sá
àgbọ́yé
ká má kàn máa fi èèyàn kò lè fowó kó ládẹ́rù arúgbó tiwa o
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni.
ti mẹ́ẹ̀ Yorùbá ní gbogbo wa
ṣe gan ni.
àdèkíní kó dẹ̀ dọ́ dáa fẹ́ anybody ni nǹkan tí bàbá wa Sunday Igboho sọ nìyẹn kó dọ́ dáa fún gbogbo wa.
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ṣé ibà ṣe ń jìyà yìí ló wá da ni.
tó bá yẹ pé ti Koiki nìkan ni Koiki ní fámìlì ẹ̀ sí UK wọn á lọ máa gbádùn lọ́hùn tó bá jẹ́ ti Igboho ni ó ní fámìlì ẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ wọn lọ máa gbádùn lọ́hùn àwọn tó wà ní outside náà torí tiwa pé ìyá ń jẹ àwọn èèyàn wọn dé máa lọ opportunity láti travel bíi tiwọn wọn ṣe ń gbìyànjú náà àwa tá a lè wá sọ pé àwọn àjọ wà Nàìjíríà gan ẹlòmíín wá ṣe bí olórí burúkú ó láwọn ọ̀rẹ́ tó yẹ kí wọ́n wà ń bíbá ẹ̀ tó yẹ kí wọ́n bá sọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation wọn á kàn máa rò pé ẹ lọ jókòó sí kíkan jàre they are kíní kan àwọn kan they are because of politics they are because they are kíní kan so ẹ rí pé wọ́n ti brain wa gan wọ́n ti turn brain wa upside down tàjẹ́ youth gan so it's better kó yẹ pé so rally tá a lọ fún náà kò sí doubt nínú ìyẹn ẹ tó bá ṣe bí wèrè kan àwa náà ready for anybody.
ẹ ṣé gan ni oye thank you very much. torí àsìkò ká tó fún àwọn ẹlòmíín láàyè let's go straight to the next caller as well so that we can get as many people in. Hello caller ẹ ti wọlé. hello caller. Okay, it's not connecting. Tó bá ti jẹ́ Nigeria number problem tó máa wà bẹ́ẹ̀ nìyẹn kò ní tètè connect. Okay, hello caller.
Hello.
Ẹ kálẹ́.
Mr. Koiki.
Ẹ kálẹ́ sà.
Kálẹ̀ o, ẹ pé tó.
Àwa nìyẹn.
Ọlọ́run àmọ́ délé lè láìpẹ́.
Agbára Ọlọ́run.
Ṣé mo ní àwọn advice kan
Okay.
tí mo fẹ́ fún ọmọ.
Please sign the petition as well. It's very important.
I've signed it already. So àwọn èèyàn náà mo dẹ̀ fọ àwọn èèyàn náà dẹ̀ ní sign bọ̀. Mo ní àwọn àṣírí kan tún tí mo fẹ́ jẹ́ kí àwọn ìmọ̀ràn ní àtàwọn àṣírí kan tí mo fẹ́ sọ fún bọ̀ kí ṣe nǹkan tá lè sọ ìfọ̀ pé.
Ká sọ̀rọ̀ later ni ká sọ̀rọ̀ later.
Ẹjọ́ mi bí ẹ bá mo nọ́mbà mi tẹ́ bá ṣe díẹ̀ máa pè é padà.
All right, no, tàbá parí ètò, no problem. All right then, ẹ ṣé gan ni. Let's go straight +4475 9405079.
Yes, Mr. Koiki, the update of the news, Kanu and so yeah, it proves what you've been saying. Right? You've been saying it all along. We go the legal way, but I don't trust this Fulani Caliphate bastard of a government, you know. And for me, I'm ready for the fight, you know. We should do it the right way, we should do it peacefully, but as you said before, so to our rally now, we are going there in peace, and we are only advocating for Yoruba people, and we're gonna support. We're going there in peace, and if anybody attack us, we have a universal self-right to defend ourselves. But we go there in peace, and we hope everything goes in peace. And with this kind of thing, in fact, I'm well fired up. What to piss me off, see me. And when we finally get what we want, these people, they will know that I personally, as a Yoruba person, I don't forgive and I don't forget. And I'll remember everything my Yoruba people have gone through. I'll remember it. And to the very end, this kind of thing is just a child play to me. They don't in fact, they're making the Igbos more annoyed. Even I'm not an Igbo person, I'm very annoyed. They don't know what they are playing with the lion. They are playing with chicken in the breast of the lion. And this Fulani Caliphate, they will know what we have for them in store. You know, we will defend our people, we will save our life, and Yoruba Nation, my brother Koiki, is always not going back.
Thank you very much. That's some of our callers. I do appreciate sometimes I read some of the comments. Those of you watching me from Jos, Port Harcourt, they're coming down for the rally as well. We are shoulder to shoulder with the Biafra, especially with the arrest of Nnamdi Kanu by the Fulani government. Let's go straight to the next caller. Hello, Ekaleo.
Ekaleo, láti Libya àti pé o.
Ẹ̀gbọ́n sókè à ń gbọ́ yín.
Ẹ kú iṣẹ́ o, Ọlọ́run máa fún iṣẹ́. Ẹ kú gbìyànjú ìbá àti ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ́gbẹ̀lẹ̀ fún wa ní òkú torí irú àbá yìí ní òkú pé a máa wáyé. Àti pé ẹni yẹ pé wàá padà wá sí ibi àyẹ̀bá yìí. So pé ìgbà ìwà òkè ṣe ní kúkúrú tó máa fọ̀rọ̀ gùn ṣe rí problem tí ó wà ní tí a ní òun ní pé a fẹ́ akọ̀ láti ẹgbẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ sọ máa sọ láti tọ́ sí other side tó ń fẹ́ because that's the only option wọn lọ fẹ́ kú àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ dì wọ́n ti pa wá pé bóyá àìwọ́ yàtọ̀ ṣe business but ẹ̀rù ń bà wá so ní kúrúṣà nípa ọ̀rọ̀ Nnamdi Kanu ẹ̀mẹ́rẹ̀ kó fún wa ní ìrẹ̀wẹ̀sì ọkàn and if come to worst both spiritually physically gbogbo our governors yẹn so ọ̀rọ̀ mi
mo kí gbogbo àwọn tí wọ́n wà ní Libya ẹ kú àfaradì because living outside the country is one of the most difficult things. Let's go straight to the next caller. I guess this is a UK line. Hello, good evening. Ekale.
Hello, Ekale, Kushe, brother mi.
Ekabo, sir.
I appreciate you ten ṣe.
Thank you.
Olúwàjì yín mú àti fámìlì yín mú gbogbo àwọn jagunjagun wa pátápátá láti orí ọ̀gágun wa pátápátá olóyè akọgun olóyè Sunday Igboho àti gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ tì wọ́n lẹ́yìn pátápátá lágbára Ọlọ́run àbọ̀ Ọlọ́run á dájú lórí Yorùbá nation yẹn àti ìgbà lórúkọ Jésù Kristi. Ẹ̀wọ̀n tí mo fẹ́ sọ ni pé ní ohun tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ báyìí ẹ jẹ́ kí gbogbo àwọn warriors wa pátápátá olùwàwọ̀ Yorùbá land come and stand by. Anything any move at all against Sunday Igboho ẹ jẹ́ kí gbàgbó sábẹ̀rẹ̀.
Agbọ̀rọ̀ Ọlọ́run. Ṣẹ́tẹ̀ rí yẹn èmi lè sọ pé ó ní lágbára Ọlọ́run nìyẹn.
Mo pé wọn ní súnmọ́ olóyè torí ara ń kan gbogbo wa máa ń mọ̀ pé Yorùbá àwọn mọ̀ pé Ọlọ́run ló gbé wa dúró. Ẹ kú iṣẹ́ brother.
Ẹ ṣé gan ni.
Contribution mi yẹn.
Thank you very much. Ẹ ṣé gan ni sir. A kí gbogbo àwọn tí wọ́n wà ní náà tó jẹ́ ọmọ Yorùbá ẹ má fi gbogbo ara ẹ má fi sùn níbikíbi tẹ́ bá wà, especially those of you in the northern part of the country. Hello caller láti South Africa.
Ẹ kálẹ́ Prophet David ló sọ̀rọ̀.
Okay, boss, okay.
Ẹ kálẹ́
sir.
Ọlọ́run máa dúró tí agbára ọ̀run kò ní fi í sílẹ̀.
Àmín Jésù, inshallah.
Ní agbára Ọlọ́run bí a ṣe ń gbà àdúrà fún ní agbára Ọlọ́run ọwọ́ ayé ọwọ́ ọ̀tá ò ní báyìí. Àmín. Gbogbo àdáwọ́lé yín a máa yọrí sí ẹ̀rí fojú ọmọ ẹ̀rí fojú sunkún ìyàwó ní agbára Ọlọ́run.
Àmín.
Bó ṣe ń fi wọ́n sílẹ̀ tó ṣe ń lọ bó ṣe ń bọ̀ ní agbára Ọlọ́run gbogbo àlọ́ àtàbọ̀ yín kò ní jáyé nínú o.
Àmín.
Nípa ọ̀rọ̀ tẹ́mi fẹ́ sọ nípa Nnamdi Kanu ni wípé nǹkan tí Nnamdi Kanu tó gbé dání ó yàtọ̀ sí nǹkan tí àwọn Yorùbá gbé dání ayàtọ̀ gidi gan. àlùbádẹ ṣe ń ṣe tiwa ó yàtọ̀ sí ti Nnamdi Kanu. so ẹ ká lo wisdom pẹ̀lú gbogbo tá a bá ń ṣe torí pé kí ni Ọlọ́run wọ̀ pàpọ̀ táwa ń ṣe àwọn kọ́ la bẹ̀rẹ̀ kí ni Ọlọ́run ló bẹ̀rẹ̀ Ọlọ́run ló kó sí bàbá wa ṣe Sunday Igboho nínú láti ṣe nǹkan tó ń ṣe. kò ṣe pé àlà dédé ṣe Ọlọ́run ló kó sí wọn nínú ẹ̀yin náà Mr. Koiki Ọlọ́run ló kó sí yín nínú ẹ ṣe ń ṣe nǹkan tẹ́ ẹ ṣe bẹ ṣe ń lọ bẹ ṣe ń bọ̀ kò ṣe mímọ̀ ṣe yín kò ní kó bí ẹ̀yin nìkan lẹ perfect bọ̀ Ọlọ́run kó sí yín nínú láti máa ṣe wọn kínní ni. so ẹ má yẹ kí ìrẹ̀wẹ̀sì kó mú àwọn èèyàn wa ẹ̀jọ̀ bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀ kí ìrẹ̀wẹ̀sì kó má mú wọn àwọn South Africa náà á wà pẹ̀lú àdúrà àtàwọ̀ ẹ̀ àfi ń gbàdúrà ọ̀rọ̀ mi ò jù báyẹn lọ kí a máa pè é lórí ojú wọn bó ṣe pè é ìbàdàn wà ní London náà a máa pè é God bless you sir.
Thank you very much. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin bishop a kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin White Garment Church a kí gbogbo àwọn mọ́ṣáláṣí a kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin ìjọ lóríṣiríṣi +4475 9405099 ẹ bá ti ń bá wa dá sí ẹ ṣe ní kí go ahead.
àmọ́ tèmi nǹkan tèmi kọ́ ibẹ̀ ni pé ṣé ti rí ọ̀rọ̀ Mazi Kanu yẹn then àtọ̀rọ̀ July 3rd ṣé ti rí náà rí nìna ọmọ Òṣòdì lèmi ọmọ Máfolúkú lèmi mo dẹ̀ mọ ohun tí ó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ bọ́sì mi náà gbá àwọn information kan díẹ̀díẹ̀ ṣe ń gẹ̀ẹ́tì bọ́sì bẹ̀ bọ́ ilẹ̀ Libya lèmi wà níbí báyìí so nǹkan tèmi kọ́ rí níbẹ̀ ni pé ṣé ti 3rd yẹn July 3rd yẹn ọ̀nà méjì ló pín sí because mo gbọ́ information kan mo dẹ̀ mọ nǹkan tó fẹ́ gbé sílẹ̀ tó lè lẹ̀ but àwa ta fẹ́ àwọn tó fẹ́ lọ yẹn kọ́ máa because mo mọ Òṣòdì dáadáa ọmọ ọbẹ̀ ní mí ọmọ òbí bẹ̀ ní mí ọmọ Máfolúkú bẹ̀ ní mo mọ̀ nǹkan táwọn èèyàn wa tó lè tó wò especially ọ̀gbẹ́ni tó wà bẹ́ẹ̀ because mi kó má dàbí mi fẹ́ dáwọ̀ ẹ̀ kó má dàbí gbàtọ́ pé bóyá yẹn kó epo sáwọn kankan ó ti yé bó ṣe sọ so now táwọn tó fẹ́ lọ sí rally kọ́ mú kan kọ́ sọ di méjì kọ́ mú èjì kọ́ sọ dẹ́ta because ọjọ́ yẹn dẹ́ gbígbó òdì náà tó dé ó máa rẹ̀ yẹrẹ ṣe ẹ̀ gẹ̀ẹ́t then ṣé ọtí ní Nnamdi Kanu ẹjọ́ oníkàlùkù láti fún freedom èmi bí lè pé for my own project gẹ́gẹ́ bí àwọn kan tèmi náà ń gbọ́ tẹ́lẹ̀ pé bóyá any assistance any help èrè dá fún ọ̀gbẹ́ni yẹn mo bí pé ya ọkọ lè ṣe kọ́ máa dáadáa kọ́ máa dà because ọmọ ìyá náà ní gbogbo wa ọjọ́ kọ́ dìde àwọn ọmọ kọ́ dìde wọn lọ́wọ́ fún màmí yẹn because àwọn náà mọ̀ pé ó ń jà fún ẹ̀tọ́ ẹ̀ ní ẹ̀dùn ọmọ ọdún ní public pé ó yá.
All right. I think the point is well taken. We can get as many people to get into the conversation. So after 2 minutes, I'll have to let anyone that has not concluded with this conversation. Lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí a ṣe dúpẹ́ fún gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ̀ ń darapọ̀ mọ́ wa níbi tí ẹ ti ń pè wá. So many calls I can see, missed calls. I'll try to also return some of those missed calls. Let's see if this call is going to come through from France. Ẹ̀gbọ́n sókè caller.
Ẹ kálẹ́ o bàbá wa Koiki.
Ẹ kálẹ́ ma.
Ẹ káàbọ̀.
Yes ma.
Ẹ kú ẹ̀sùn.
Àwa ni ẹ ma.
Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ gbà mí láyè díẹ̀ mo kàn fẹ́ sọ èmi ọ̀rọ̀ mi bí èpè ló máa jáde.
Ẹ go ahead ma.
Ṣé rí àdàbí because nǹkan tó fẹ́ sọ ni pé àwọn olórí wa àtàwọn olórí àwọn Ìgbò ọ̀rọ̀ wọn báyìí kò wáyé wa mọ́ nítorí pé àwọn olórí Fúlàní wọ́n sì fẹ́yì àwọn ọmọ wọn lọ́nà kọ̀nà wọ́n lórí láyà wọ́n jáde wọ́n sọ yí pé ó jíjọ ọmọ gbé wọ́n gbé àwọn tó jọ ọmọ pé wọ́n fi ń ṣe àpè wọ́n gbé àwọn IPO kọ́ńgò tí àwọn tó ń gbé ọmọ táwọn ni àwọn nọ́mbà ní tẹ́rọ àwọn kọ́ni terrorist máa àwọn lórí wọ́n dúró tọ̀ lẹ́yìn àwọn lórí ti wọ́n tẹ̀ ń wò wá àdàbí tí ẹ jẹ wá ta sí orí kọ̀ọ̀kan nú wọn àjọbìnrin èyí tí mo sọ̀rọ̀ yìí o àdàbí tí ẹ jẹ ò bá bá wọn wá ní ayé àtàwọn àtọmọ wọn tó ń bí sáyé bóyá wọ́n fi ọ̀bẹ gbé wọn jáde nù ni o bóyá wọ́n bí wọn jáde látàbẹ ni o àdàbí ẹ̀ á olúwa o àdàbí tí ẹ jẹ ò bá ta sí pípọ̀ tó kọ́ táwọn tó ní wọ́n wá sí ilé ayé ni wọ́n lè go bọ̀ tí ẹ̀jẹ̀ bá bá kọ̀ọ̀kan wá sí àṣẹ ẹ̀jẹ̀ tí Ọlọ́run fi dá wa tó bá bá kọ̀ọ̀kan wá nínú kò sí tó máa lọ lórí nǹkan tó ṣe kò sí tó máa gó lórí nǹkan tó ṣe tí àwọn bàbá wa àwọn ẹ̀jẹ̀ bàbá wa ò ní ké lórí wọn kò sí torí bí mo ṣe kọ̀kọ̀ fún tí Fúlàní bá lè máa fún ti àwọn ọdẹ ní pẹ́ẹ́tà lórí wọ́n dẹ̀ pa wá wọ́n dẹ̀ dúró tì wọ́n wọ́n tún sọ fáwọn olórí wa tó kọ́ àwọn olórí wa wá dákẹ́ wọ́n wá wò wá ta ló jọba lé lórí ta ló ṣe orí lórí ta ló ṣe orí lórí ta ni ṣáwa yìí lọ́kọ̀ ni àwa yìí náà dẹ̀ níjọba àwa yìí níjọba ìjọba dẹ̀ ti kẹ̀yìn sí wọn ogun ọ̀run kẹ̀yìn sí wọn ayé kẹ̀yìn sí wọn àwọn àyà ayé àtìyá ọ̀run akẹ̀yìn sí wọn àwọn àbí ọmọ ayé àtàbí ọmọ ọ̀run akẹ̀yìn sí wọn láti wá kàkẹ́
ẹ ṣé gan ni bí ó dẹ̀ ṣe máa rí nìyẹn gbogbo àdúrà èpè tí bàbá wa ṣẹ́ fún gbogbo wọn a lot of us are all in the same situation so ẹ má rò pé arresting Nnamdi Kanu will solve the problem.
Hello.
mo ń gbọ́ yín ẹ máa gbóhùn sókè. ẹ ṣé gan ni thank you very much.
kọ́ máa jẹ́ kó jẹ́ kó rẹ̀ sí bá wa.
Not at all.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Oh yes. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ ológun àpapọ̀ àtọ̀ sí Braga. Títí wa táwa ń ṣe pé wọ́n ti ní ọ̀kan ọmọ ìjẹ̀bú àfẹ́lẹ́ ti wá láyé láyé. Gbogbo ọ̀dẹ̀ ń lọ ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ń lọ náà mú wọn lọ́dẹ̀ ń fi wọ́n sílẹ̀.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Ìwà wà normal way. So gbogbo àwa táwa lójú ọ̀nà ẹ̀ má jẹ́ kó ṣe má yẹ kí ìyẹn kó jẹ́ pé tí wọ́n ti méyàn kan wa kò sí kankan tó jọ àdékùnbá sàdé fẹẹ ṣe rálì wọn kò gbogbo àbáyé ló ń gbọ́ ẹ jẹ́ ká fẹ́ síbi tá à ń lọ kò sí kankan fẹẹ fi wá ṣe Yorùbá lè sọ yìí ó ti dúró.
lágbára Ọlọ́run.
pé bẹ̀rẹ̀ àdúrà àtijọ́ wa ṣe ó ṣe máa rí pẹ̀lú àṣẹ Ọlọ́run àwọn nǹkan tí wọn bàbá wà lò láyé àtijọ́ kó nǹkan wọn lọ yìí kì í ṣe pọ́n kó nǹkan wọn lọ àní láti dà tó gbélé dára ṣé wọ́n jẹ́ wọ́n dẹ̀ jagun oríṣiríṣi.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
so wọ́n kó nǹkan wọn lọ ní káàkiri ṣe wọ́n kó nǹkan wọn lọ ní àní ìwà náà rárá atẹ́kùn lásán ó ti ṣe gbogbo iṣẹ́ yìí fún wa.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
so mo dẹ̀ nígbàgbọ́ pé lágbára Ọlọ́run ọba Ọlọ́run gbé wa nílẹ̀ gbogbo.
àwọn onílẹ̀ agbèjà wa lágbára Ọlọ́run.
lórí pé kí Yorùbá lè ṣe kó ṣe ṣe. lágbára Ọlọ́run ọba wọn nílẹ̀ because gbogbo nǹkan tó ṣe làwọn náà rí.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
gbogbo
àwọn òkú ọ̀run pátápátá rí gbogbo tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀.
gbogbo àwọn òkú tó ti kú wọ́n rí wa bẹ̀ gbogbo nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ yìí wọ́n ti àwọn kan síwájú ni àwọn ò lè jáde nígbà kan ṣẹ̀rùbà wá pé tó wà ti ṣẹ̀rùbà inú wa bà wá àrílẹ̀ ṣe tí àwọn àjọ nídìí ẹ̀dẹ̀ òpin àórí sọkúsọ ló máa sọ káàkiri ìrọ̀lẹ́ lọ pa àwa tí ń wo ní àlọ́kàlẹ̀ bá máa débẹ̀ ó kí gbogbo ẹ̀yọ́ kan Yorùbá pátápátá tẹ̀ sọ́pọ̀tì ó kí mo tún kí yín gan ẹgbẹ́ ìdàkọ́ sọ àkùdẹ̀ ní sọ
Thank you very much. Ṣégani FM. Àmín.
mo dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé bí tá à ń lọ yìí àti débi tá à ń lọ pẹ̀lú àṣẹ Ọlọ́run bàbá mi ẹ ṣé gan mo
Thank you very much. That's okay. Thank you very much. Let's see if I can get through more calls as well as we continue with the broadcast. Ẹ máa try gbogbo ẹni tí ẹ ṣe ń gbìyànjú ẹ máa ráyè wọlé náà ni èyí tó bá dẹ̀ ti ń wọlé ẹ bá máa ṣe ní kíákíá. July 3rd we hold as confirmed by Chief Sunday Igboho. Nothing is going to change that. We go ahead with the rally as planned. Ẹgbọ́n sókè. Ẹ kálẹ́.
Lágbára Olú láti ké mo ti ń pè ló wá ṣe ló ń pè. Ṣé nǹkan tó tẹ̀lé yìí wọ́n mọ̀ ṣe ni láti fi dẹ́rù bà wọ́n. Ẹ̀rù ò lè ba àwa ń tiwa. Torí àwa mú nǹkan táwa gbé dání. Àwọn òde fi à ń gba ọ̀nà tó tọ́ ni.
The right way.
Torí pé kí ni àwọn tó ń darí wa àwọn ọ̀dọ́. Èmi wá fẹ́ fi fún gbogbo ọmọ àlàyé ọmọ Yorùbá tó ń gbọ́ wa ẹ má jẹ́ kí yẹn kó disturb yín ó fẹ́ dèrò ìlú wa ní bọ̀tà wọn ò ní gbà fún wọn àgbàrá òjò tọ́pọ̀ wọn ò ní lé wó nílé ni ò ní gbà fún.
ó ṣe máa rí gbọ̀ngàn náà nìyẹn.
mo dẹ̀ tún fẹ́ fásitì yìí sọ ẹ̀wọ̀n gbogbo nǹkan tá a bá máa ṣe torí àwọn ará bíi náà àwọn náà dẹ̀ ṣiṣẹ́ lábẹ́bọ̀ wọn ò kí ń sọ̀rọ̀ àlá tí ajá bá ńlá inú ajá ló ń gbé nǹkan tá a bá máa ṣe ẹ jẹ́ kó wà pẹ̀lú wa ẹ má jẹ́ ká máa fi gbogbo ẹnu sọ̀rọ̀ nǹkan tá a bá máa ṣe inú wa ni kó wa àwa la mọ inú wa so wá àsìkò ti gbàdúrà ẹnikẹ́ni ẹ̀dá kí ẹ̀dá tó ń bí afẹ́ sí mú tó dẹ̀ mú omi tó dẹ̀ rìn lórí ilẹ̀ tó bá lóun fẹ́ dènà wa on third àwọn ogun agbógun tì í ọlọ́run kò bá jẹ́ ọba kò bá jẹ́ ìjòyè kò bá jẹ́ olórí ìlú kò bá jẹ́ ọmọ òun ẹnikẹ́ni wọn mọ́lẹ̀ torí pé kí ni àsìkò ọlọ́run lélẹ́yìí o tọ́lọ́run bá sọ pé yes nobody can say no when God shut the door nobody can open it and when God open it nobody can shut it this is our time kò dẹ̀ ní lọ́mọ wa lọ́wọ́ ṣẹ́rí àwọn ọmọ ogun ọ̀hún wà pẹ̀lú wa ṣẹ́rí gbogbo àwọn ẹ̀jẹ̀ tó ń ta ẹ̀yìn ìgbẹ́ especially ní Èkó yẹn wọn ò sùn àwọn ọmọ yẹn ò sùn gbogbo wọn náà máa jà ẹ̀ríran wò ẹ̀ríran wò bọ̀dẹ́ ní tó bá lóun fẹ́ di wa lọ́wọ́ àwọn ọmọ ogun ọ̀hún adójújà pọ̀ ẹ̀yìn ẹni apple lè jẹ́ níwájú Olúwa ní lójú Olúwa kò sẹ́ni kan tó lè yọ yín ẹnikẹ́ni tó bá fẹ́ yọ yín ní ojú Olúwa wọn láti lọ gbàṣẹ Ọlọ́run lè ní fún wọn láṣẹ torí pé Ọlọ́run mọ ìpín dáadáa lẹ́yìn ṣe gbogbo yín pátá ọwọ́ Ọlọ́run ààbò Ọlọ́run á wà lórí yín látòkè délẹ̀ àti gbọ́dọ̀ Sunday Igboho ni o àti àwọn dáàdì wa ni o everyone pátá ààbò Ọlọ́run á máa bọ̀ gbogbo yín gbogbo àwọn tó dẹ̀ máa jáde lọ́jọ́ yẹn kò sí kọ̀ọ̀kan tó máa ṣe wọn kò sí kọ̀ọ̀kan tó máa ṣe wọn
mo kí màmá wa tí wọ́n pè tán mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin màmá tí ẹ ti ń gbìyànjú náà tí ẹ fi ráyè wọlé lọ́tún lọ́sì mo rí ẹ̀ ń bẹ̀ láti Mushin ọmọ Mushin gbogbo èyí tí ẹ wà ní Èkó pátápátá àdéwàsẹ́ lágbára Ọlọ́run ní on the third ẹ gbá lọ sí the next caller hello caller ẹgbọ́n sókè.
kọ́ńtẹ̀kì kúṣẹ́ ọlọ́run apá pẹ̀lú yín wọn ò ní dẹ́rù bà wá wọn ò tẹ̀lé dẹ́rù bà wá torí àwọn kọ́ lọ́lọ́run tó bẹ̀ wá a gbọ́dọ̀ dúró wọ́n bá máa kó gbogbo wa ó yá wọ́n máa kó wa lọ wọ́n máa kó wa lọ ó máa dùn jù níjọ́ sátọ̀dé kọ́ jẹ́ kó yà wọ́n pé wọ́n bá kà lọ dúró síbẹ̀ ara àgbọ̀ tí mo sọ ní bí 2 months or 3 months ago fún ẹnìyí o tí mo ní ẹ jẹ́ ká kó aṣọ wa ká lọ máa sùn ní ẹnu ọ̀nà ẹ́mbásì wọn ní amẹ́ ní
number 10
ká kúrò bẹ́ẹ̀ for 3 days ṣẹ́rí kánú tó mú yẹn ní láti mú àti gúgù ẹ̀ gbígbà ẹ̀ bá ṣe tó kò ní àti gúgù ẹ̀ ṣé ó ṣèjọba ibi tó wà ní àbẹ́ àwọn tí ọ̀dọ́ wa ó ní owó òní láti mú tó bá tẹ̀ mú kò gbọ́dọ̀ di sẹ́kúrá ìwà ṣé ìwà tó àpadà wá sórí ọ̀rọ̀.
nọ́mbà yẹn kúrò ń bẹ̀ rally continue ni àmín
àkòní kúrò ń bẹ̀ ẹni má ṣàṣeyọrí lórí rally yẹn a máa ṣe lágbára Ọlọ́run lágbára Èdùmàrè kò ní sí ẹyọ kan tó máa bàjẹ́ nínú gbogbo wa lágbára Ọlọ́run ojú ló máa tì wọ́n ilẹ̀ máa gbà wọ́n jẹ ní lórúkọ Jésù nítorí àjà nítorí ara wa nítorí àwọn ọmọ wa la ṣe ń jà nǹkan tí mo kàn máa sọ ni pé Kánú àtàwa ìkọ̀ọ̀kan náà ni wá tábà ti ṣe rálì tán ká mú ọ̀rọ̀ Kánú gbọ́ nítorí wọn ò ní ráìtì láti lọ arrest ẹ̀ nígbà tó kí ṣe pé báyọ̀ tí kì í ṣe ń rí òkú ọmọ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ lórúkọ Jésù àṣeyọrí la máa ṣe lágbára Ọlọ́run.
Thank you very much mama wa lálùbáríkà ẹ ṣe gan ni thank you.
Ọlọ́run àbíyá jẹ wọn gbogbo àwọn ọmọ tó pa ní ensas máa bìyà jẹ wọn gbogbo wọn máa rise up lé wọn lórí lórúkọ Jésù.
wọ́n dẹ̀ pa àwọn ọmọ rẹpẹtẹ ensas yẹn wọ́n pa àwọn yàn ẹ ṣe gan ni màmá wa èèyàn tó ń béèrè pé aago wo ni rally máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti aago 9 but we get there as early as possible ẹ má bínú there is a lot of calls but I'm trying ẹni tó wọlé yẹn mo torí pé kò gbé wá sórí speaker ni o so it seems so many calls as well also èmi náà try láti return call mo rí ń bẹ̀ Jamiu láti Mushin mo rí ń bẹ̀ bàbá Michael Awẹ́ I can see so many of you that are trying. I will still be on, allow the calls to come through so that I will gba as many calls because a lot of Yoruba are worried. But bàbá wa ní kẹ́ má worry rárá ìyẹn bàbá wa Sunday Igboho. Ẹ ti wọlé ẹgbọ́n sókè.
Hello.
You're live. Go ahead. Ẹ ní láti mute the background. Mute the background completely, please.
Good evening.
A very good evening.
This is Ola.
I know.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hello.
Go ahead. I can hear you. Go ahead.
God bless.
Yeah.
About 9. I think we should all stand up because very soon it's going to be together.
Yeah.
Positively, instead of them, come one or more, charge more, and they don't. So I want to. We should all stand up. As we start the Fulani, we want to join together as well. We should all stand up to like support Nandi and the Igbos. And even besides, we have Igbos in our land.
Ojota is the venue. Ojota.
Ojota won't fall. So what can I must stop it? Then thank you very much for what you did last week. You went straight to the gate of the enemy.
Yeah.
Number 10. I was so overjoyed. God bless you for doing that.
Thank you very much.
Long time. I've waited for people that might say, and I believe that much come.
Oh yes, as soon as I'm back to UK, I'll be doing more of that as well. Yeah, I'll be doing more of that.
Yeah, very don't forget to.
Like Baralong.
I think the house of the Lord. You go to the house of the Lord. If ever man sign the paper, house of the Lord. Then at house of the Lord. Obìnrin yẹn gangan màmá yín yẹn gangan la máa lọ pàdé bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń bọ̀ yẹn gangan la máa sí wípé ẹ má gbàgbé wípé south ni wọ́n rà who sold Nigeria to Nigeria to south Ibola ni wọ́n rà kò ń ṣe ìdáwùsà torí ìdáwùsà ní kọ̀ọ̀kan ẹ̀kan náà ìyí bíbá ni ó ń ṣe ẹ̀ mọ̀ gbogbo ẹ̀ má sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀yẹn torí lápẹ́ kíní yẹn jó mi fi ṣe gbọ́n wọ́n fún ní àjẹkùtù aláti so mo jọ láti rọ pretty post àti máa gbọ́ wọn láìpẹ́ mention references to your man so long and they come out with a copy for them and put it back again èèyàn kan mention nípa ìpè kò wí pé mp ló yẹ kí omi kó ìpìlọ̀ yẹ kí omi kó ìkùsí lọ pàtẹ pé rubbish person was saying
Ben, constituency there. MP is different from the Prime Minister. Yeah, I remember the caller.
We say consider me he did what was supposed to was the right thing. But MP, oh my God, one more
Ben.
We pay only the education, security, school, go where. Oh my God. If you pay, you consider me pay only them people that MP. You know, pay is your means. This and it's two way. You go to the question anyway. Much of Asia, training. Of course, the people so they pay nothing. Okay,
yeah. All right.
We really rely on you. But 1914, we go to them, and then in 1989, oh, you want challenge European sharing 1914, so your letter. So you want Nigerian lawyers more than more. You're European law ni ó wà ní kíní yẹn láti lè tún kéde káàtà ló máa ń ṣe yẹ ní káàtà,
all right.
So ẹ máa ní ìdánwò yẹn.
All right, I'm gonna let you go so that I'm sure so that we can definitely. All right then. All right, no problem. Thanks very much. Thank you very much. I know the caller, and she's one of a million that does a lot of things behind the scene with myself when it comes to research and all that. Let's go back again to UK. Eba mute etiwole. Mute background etiwole. Mute background caller.
Okay, hello.
Eba mute background ma. Mute the background.
Okay.
Ekalema. Mute background there completely. Orí phone ni kan kete ma bá mi sọ̀rọ̀, mama gbọ́ yín. Ẹ má worry nípa ti TV yẹn. Ẹ kàn máa wò mí lórí screen. I can hear you from the phone. You are welcome to the broadcast.
Okay. Thank you very much for having me.
You're more than welcome.
My parents are from Delta State, but I was born and brought up in Ogun State. Mo de dagba mo gbọ́njú mo rí mama mi saying it go better. I keep telling her there's nothing that is going to better. Nítorí pé Nigeria bí wọ́n ṣe ń ṣe politics wọn and all that. Gbogbo àwọn ìjọba yẹn jẹgúdújẹrá ni wọ́n, àwọn governor gbogbo wọn jẹgúdújẹrá ni wọ́n. jẹgúdújẹrá ni wọ́n àtàwọn gọ́vnà náà. So thank you for the good job. Just
thank you very much.
God bless you.
I really appreciate it. Thank you very much, and salute to the family as well. I appreciate every caller at any point during the program that we are doing. It's very, very important, and that's why I leave as many people to call so that we are all interacting. It's not just myself alone speaking to you. And we have a lot of people that are watching, intellectuals, artisans, professionals. I have a lot of professors that listen carefully to every detail I say, and we must understand Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for his own people, for the freedom of the liberation of his people, and his arrest by the federal government, which I can also confirm, means that we will monitor the situation, and then if there's any development, we will talk about it, but we must understand that that would not, according to Chief Sunday Igboho, stop the rally that is going on, or that is going ahead as planned July 3rd. Before I came on air, I had a lot of interaction with Chief Sunday Igboho, and he has assured every one of you that that rally goes ahead as planned. Lágbára Ọlọ́run. Jẹ́ kó mọ̀ ni, we're trying to refresh the phone so that we can get more calls. I can see you there, Mrs. Jumi from UK. I can see so many of you from different part of the globe. Martina from Germany. Gbogbo yín náà la máa try láti make sure pé wọlé. Hello caller, ẹ ti wọlé, ẹ make advantage of it kíákíá, ẹ bá dá sí ètò náà.
Hello brother mi.
Yeah.
Hello Mr. Koiki, hello brother mi.
Ẹ kúrọ̀lẹ́.
Ẹ kúṣẹ́ takuntakun.
Èmi ni ẹ sà.
Ṣé rí rally bọ̀ náà lọ́dún kùsẹ́ tó lè jẹ́ Yorùbá fi ṣe ìgbóná gbóyìnbá.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Wọ́n gbóyìnbá. Kẹ́rí ti Nnamdi yẹn gan, ó tẹ̀ tí wá báyẹn, ó jẹ́ kí ó fẹ́ kẹ́rí tètè kó wà rápìdì.
That's Bosini.
So kẹ́tọ́ fún yẹn ó wà òkè, ó fẹ́ kẹ́rí tètè kó wà rápìdì nísìnyí. The zoom must go down.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm calling from France.
I know. Yeah, momentum pè. Yeah.
Hello.
Mo ń gbọ́ yín momentum pè mo mọ̀ pé France lẹ ti ń pè, and we can hear you loud and clear.
Okay. Ṣé ó ti wá dábàá yẹn? Zoom fẹ́ fọ́ọ̀lù kan sí in time ni.
Yeah.
Di gbogbo òṣìwọ̀n tó ń ṣe ní relocation 19 pẹ̀fẹ́ ẹ̀dín sí ni.
Okay.
So ó máa jẹ́ kí United Nations everything kan mọ̀ kó tó ṣẹlẹ̀ because wọ́n ẹ̀ gan wọ́n ọ̀tọ̀ nídìí yẹn because ẹ rí pé ẹ máa ń sọ̀rọ̀ kan and èmi dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé kan tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ àdé ẹ̀dì nìyẹn. Ṣé dáhùn pípọ̀ wọ̀nyí wọ́n lè gbà ká lọ.
Oh yes.
Ìjà ló máa ń dì sí.
Into my end then.
Yeah,
into my end then.
Ìjà ní sẹ́ẹ̀ ọmọ lè gbà.
I can like to go through the normal channel, the diplomacy route and all that. All right. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni. Àwa ni ìyẹn mo ṣe ń bèrè pé bí a kì í túbọ̀ yìí náà kó lórí pẹ́ lọ. Oh yeah, diplomacy nìyẹn. Record nìyẹn kí yẹn kọ́ wà lórí system pé ìjọ kan acclamation là ń ṣe tó bá di pé gbogbo ẹ̀ di ṣẹ́rẹ̀ pé iná ní tán mú yẹn nísìn ṣẹ́rẹ̀ pé àwọn ọmọ hip hop máa jókòó àwọn ESM máa jókòó wọ̀ níṣẹ́ nǹkan kan èmi kàn ń béèrè ní o I don't know ìbéèrè ni mò ń béèrè o. Ọ̀dà.
Wọ́n ti wọ́n gẹ̀ẹ́sì politician wọn ló ti ṣe PDP wọ́n ti wà ń ta òun sí i. So ìjà náà ló máa ń di ẹ̀. Ẹ bá wo àwọn UN gan ní dá sí ọ̀rọ̀ yìí because ìjà ẹ̀ náà rí káṣẹ̀ wá dá sí. Ẹ wọ any African country tó bá fẹ́ ní ìfẹ́lẹ̀ lọ fílì. South Sudan gbogbo wọn ẹ wo ìgbà tó di wàhálà náà ṣe dá sí wọn. So ìjà ẹ̀ ń.
Ẹ ṣe gan ni. No problem. Lágbára Ọlọ́run. Yeah. Let me with the calls. I'm actually big call, and I'm not tired here. I have a lot of energy, to run this program, especially as much as a lot of you wants to continue to watch. Eshimadasi ebami koshe suru die, Morimbe babami Olaoye. I know you're watching. Mommy Jumi from UK. Analyze it again. A lot of people will say the situation is dicey. Those of us that have followed me since last year, I use one word continuously, apart from Nigeria is at the verge of breakup. Money and Felowoni. I said so many times. Some of you or some of us thought Koiki bí wọ́n ṣe fẹ́ gbé kínní yìí àwọn láìkì áńgù yẹn I understand, and I listen carefully when people speak to me, and I read a lot of the Barry program. I go back and I read all the comments. I take my time and read it through the comment because I can't read it through. I just pick it up as it goes. Especially, I say thank you very much. We have a donation from YouTube, super chat, and I appreciate. I miss the individual, but I appreciate whoever that person is. But over 500 people watching, but only 195 has clicked like on YouTube, but that's fine. One thing we got to remember is, let's go to the genesis of the problem. I always want to touch on that so that if you follow us, and again, the imposter is still working, pretending to be Olayomi Koiki. My Facebook page, Olayomi Koiki, I don't know what's going on. It doesn't seem to be coming back. Facebook banned it for 30 days. I've tried to bring it back on. It's not coming back. That's fine. The Koiki Media Odudua page, a lot of you that watch us and update, we can't update anything there. Again, we've been banned for 30 days. I think we have about 16 days left. So the only platform we are operating on is the Koiki Media Facebook page and the YouTube, and likewise the Instagram. And on the day of the rally, for the benefit of those of you that will be following us from the platform, there will be different media, that will be operating, but Koiki Media will be doing something different for the Lagos rally. You might have to need multiple screen because we have people that will be broadcasting from different angle. So if you are looking at the front, you might be seeing something different from the back. So, but as long as you have the screen, we are doing a lot of security background check as well. I can't go into too much details in terms of from the media perspective, and I'm sure we should be able to capture everybody on the ground. Even if the distance is long, the crowd is there, Koiki Media wants to make sure that we are able to capture everything live. So not literally the pictures of the images or the videos. And we know it's going to be a successful outing. But should anything go wrong, you that are watching us, I have told our team the camera rolls on continuously, regardless of whatever the situation is. Because especially the diaspora, whether the diaspora in Ghana, the Yoruba diaspora in Kenya, the diaspora in Liberia, in Libya, in Sierra Leone, in every part of the world, your focus will be on the ground on Saturday. And you want to make sure that you see every projector, a big projector that will also be bringing people to speak from different parts of the world, on that day. So people will be joining, maybe from Australia, the organizer, that I spoke to, Mr. George Akinola. There's a lot of work that is going on behind the scene. So whatever has happened within the last few hours that you've listened to, you've heard, don't allow that to bother you. Our rally goes ahead as planned by God's grace on Saturday. People are asking the venue. The venue is going to be in Ojota. So if you're coming from Ikorodu, you're coming from Lagos Island, from mainland, from wherever you're coming from Kano, whether you're Yoruba in Kano, that you want to come back home from Abuja. And let's now talk about the 1999 Constitution. Please go and sign the petition. It is very, very important. Hello, sign petition here. What is going to happen with the situation that is watching every day? Situation is changing. I understand people wants to know Imboloti, Nnamdi Kanu, and all that. That is not the issue at the table now. The question is, what will be the reaction of his arrest? I cannot tell you what the reaction is going to be, but all I can say is the Firita Fair is 9 minutes past 9, 29th of June 2021. The situation Timon Pariwoni last year, kini ita and fair, Oma explode. Igba to fe explode yen ni kokon mo. Everybody knows that the country is not balanced. Professor Wole Soyinka have talked about it. The Redeemed Pastor Adeboye have talked about it. Even the Vice President said there was a crack in the hole. Obasanjo, the former president, have talked about it. Pastor Paul Adefarance have talked about it. Different scholars from around the world, intellectuals, international observers have also talked about it. But the problem that a lot of people are saying it cannot work is, how do you break a country that has been running like Nigeria for the last 60 years of our independence, or from the last 100 years of the fraudulent amalgamation? That is where people are worried. You know, there's a lot of stakeholders. And who are the stakeholders? We're not taking calls, like I said, you know, for another maybe 20 minutes. Who are these stakeholders? When we talk about the stakeholders, these are individuals that have special interest in Nigeria. If you're following us, like I said, especially if you're not following me on Twitter, go and follow us, because I do post a lot of things on Twitter. I was on the UK government website, the representative, the High Commissioner. Remember, this woman, Katrina Lang, or whatever she's called, Katrina Lang, I hope I pronounce it very well. She was moving from one side of the Yoruba land to the southeast, to the north, to the middle belt. The British representatives in Nigeria, they were traveling. Was this part of their traveling? Go and kidnap Nnamdi Kanu, and Igboho will stop talking. Koiki Media will stop talking. All the other media will stop talking when you are able to capture him, wherever you want to capture him. Bring him back to Nigeria. We will support you. We will give you the leeway so that whether somebody give an intelligence, whether it was an Interpol, according to the government. If they talk about Interpol, I'm sure a lot of you know the meaning of Interpol. When they talk about extraditing somebody out of the country, let me just give you a bit of the background. Fanfanity might not understand, you know, before somebody can be extradited out of a country. I won't go into too much of the details, but I will talk about it. But the most important thing we need to understand this evening is, whatever has happened does not end the Yoruba freedom that we are fighting for. I've gone into the UK. This is the UK government. I've been reading through in the last, before I came on air. I've been reading different platforms. I've been following the story, but I can confirm officially after speaking to, some of the members of the IPOB, that Nnamdi Kanu is definitely in there, because I couldn't come out, and talk about it, especially when I can't believe the federal government, even though, it was arrested according to the federal government, but we need to also get the verification and the confirmation from the IPOB family, and I appreciate that individual that we spoke to, and he was able to give us, that information before I came on air. Now, you can also do a backup check as well of what I'm reading. This is the normal process before somebody can be extradited out of a country. I cannot confirm Bia Kanu was picked up from UK. I cannot confirm that. But all I can say is, this is just the process from UK. And if, again, this is if, let us remember, if is that means go sure, more confirm. If Nnamdi Kanu was picked up from Britain, have Britain gone through the normal process, the normal channel, to have allowed him to have been brought out of that country into the zoological country called Nigeria? That is a question that I'm sure, the Biafras or the IPOB or those working from their angle will be looking at. But I'm just going to do a bit of conversation on it so that gbogbo ata and follow broadcast yìí lálẹ́ alẹ́ kọ́kọ́ máa rántí pé gbogbo gbàlẹ́ mi máa ń sọ, and I say it, on air, Britain, that you all love so much. I have lived there with them, for a very long time. They are one of our greatest enemy, whether you agree with me or not. On their Twitter today, they are promoting you to go and study university in UK. But these are the same people that never allow late Chief Obafemi Awolowo to achieve the dreams that he had for the Yoruba people. Now they are promoting their own university as against your Unilag that is not working, there's no bursary, there's no opportunity, as against the UI where there's no opportunity, all your dormitory is smelling, there's no opportunity for you, the quality of education coming out of it is zero. You are also understanding that you as a student watching me right now or have opportunity to listen to me knows right in your doorstep that the Kwara University, the Ekiti University, the Ondo University is all rubbish. But Britain is still promoting their own university. But you also know that you cannot be part of those people they are promoting it for. They are promoting it for the Hausa Fulani, the stolen money from the politician wealth, the wealth that people have stolen, and maybe a few people that have the means to go to UK and study. To study in United Kingdom as a foreigner is not a moin. It is not a moin. I think it's about £21,000, and that is just average. So now, èèyàn mélòó nù yín tí kò tí jẹun kánú lálẹ́ ló máa ní owó kún òfin lọ kàwé last time. We will find out what has happened. Extradition process and the review. Again, this was updated last on the 24th of February 2021. Extradition process and agreement between the United Kingdom and other countries, and the role of the Secretary of State, the High Court, the Supreme Court, and the extradition review. According to what I have here, extradition is the informal process where one country, like Nigeria, asks United Kingdom to return a person in order to stand trial or to serve a sentence. Under the multilateral convention and the bilateral extradition treaties, United Kingdom has extradition relation with over 100 territories around the world. According to the information, extradition and the UK exit from the European, EU, also they have to adjust their law in different areas, from the extradition to the treaty. So many things will be adjusted. Just like those of you thinking that ṣé tá bá kúrò ní Nàìjíríà, ṣé owó tí o ní nínú báǹkì ló máa ṣẹlẹ̀ sí, ṣé ilẹ̀ tó ní nílẹ̀ Igbo, ilẹ̀ tó ní nílẹ̀ Hausa, business tó ń ṣe, all that will be arrangement that will be done by the by the individuals that will come together and talk about it, divide it, and then all those things. Gbogbo àwọn yẹn is a simple thing to think about. Gbogbo àwọn UK tó ń ṣe business in the EU does not mean the business is going to stop. It's just going to be a new law, new arrangement that will be put in place so that it allows them to continue to function as a business owner in European country, even though as an individual that wants to commit a crime in Europe, and now that agreement is going to change slightly. So I won't go too much details between the arrangement that have changed between EU and UK. But I'm going to go forward now. There are now two categories, according to what I have here. The categories that involves Nigeria is also what I'm going to talk about. But before we go into that, in an urgent case, a requested person, the person a country is requesting be surrendered by prosecution or punishment, can be arrested before the receipt of, okay, this is still part of the EU, I don't need that particular area. So I want to go into the next part, which is the one that might align if Nnamdi Kanu was picked up from UK or another country that we do not know. Now, this is the extradition for the UK under Category 2 territories. Under Category 2, we have Type A and we have Type B. Nigeria is under Type B. Under Type A, you have Albania and all the other countries, but Type B is where Nigeria is. So I hope you're following the conversation and you can understand, how these things work. According to the information I have here, it says, and I read, Part 2 of the 2003 Act applies to territories with whom the UK has former arrangement. So that means we know that UK, even though our colonized were, has treaty of extradition with them. Type A and B. Type A countries are not required to provide prima facie evidence in support of their request for extradition. I was able to go and look at the meaning of prima facie evidence. What is the meaning? So that it can be easy for me to explain to you. Looking at the meaning of that, prima facie evidence is evidence that on initial examination, I just want to start the Instagram back quickly because we've just run about 45 minutes, which we get from the Instagram. A prima facie evidence is evidence that on initial examination appears insufficiently corroborate a case as to warrant its hearing in a common law. So that means that you can literally, they don't need facial evidence. I think that's what that means. But what I want us to understand is Nigeria is under category 2, but there are process before you can bring somebody back into that country. There are arrangements according to the UK law as well. You can't just go to UK and say, hey, mo fẹ́ gbé Koiki máa bọ̀ ní Nigeria, I fẹ́ extradited. You must go through a process, and that process is what I am not sure if that process diligently, and I use the word again, if only he was picked up from UK. I don't know whether he was picked up from UK or not. So what you're reading, you got to be very careful. There's so many rumors out there as well. But the process is what I want to read out now. Requests from these territories need decisions by both the Secretary of State and the court. So that means the Secretary of State in United Kingdom, àti ilé ẹjọ́ UK, which is the High Court, and also you can appeal, is the Supreme Court, would determine whether you can bring somebody back to Nigeria or not. So the extradition process to this territory, which is Nigeria, follow this step. Extradition request must be made to Secretary of State. So if he was picked up in UK, that means UK was aware that they need this individual person. Again, that's if he was picked up in UK. Also, the Secretary of State decide whether to certify the request. So the Secretary of State in UK must say, oh yes, I need to pay lóòótọ́ ẹni tẹ́ request fún yín, a máa fún yín kẹ́ máa mú lọ. Ìyẹn tún lọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Now a judge decide whether to issue a warrant for arrest. So tó bá jẹ́ pé ní UK ló wà, wọ́n láti gba àṣẹ lẹ́nu court tó máa issue arrest warrant. Tó ń ṣe pé tí wọ́n ṣe fún tó fẹ́ ṣe fún Umaru Dikko, fáwọn tó bá rántí ẹ mọ̀ pé Umaru Dikko ìjọba Buhari náà ló fẹ́ lọ kidnap ẹ̀ nígbà yẹn. Àwọn èèyàn ti gbàgbé o. The same Buhari government, when he was the military, was the same person that wanted to kidnap Umaru Dikko back, but that was a failed attempt. Was Nnamdi Kanu kidnapped? Was the British government aware? That's if he was picked. There will also be what they call a preliminary hearing. Wọ́n máa lọ jókòó pẹ̀lú lọ́ọ̀yà tiẹ̀, pẹ̀lú lọ́ọ̀yà ti àwọn tí wọ́n fẹ́ sọ pé kọ́ gbé padà. Wọ́n máa jọ ṣe preliminary hearing. And also what they call the extradition hearing. Secretary of State decide whether to order extradition hearing, to order the extradition. So kó tó lè gbé kúrò nínú UK, tó bá jẹ́ pé nùbẹ̀ lọ ti gbé, Secretary of State mọ̀ nípa ẹ̀, the same enemies, àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́. Requesting states are advised to submit an initial draft request to the CPS, which we call the Crown Prosecution Service. The case for Scotland to the Crown Office and Procurator Fiscal Service. Ìyẹn làwọn France ń lò, àwọn Scotland. So in the nutshell, when you now look at all these, the question then is, was the due diligent process took place? If not, if he was picked up from UK, then a lot of questions will be asked to the Prime Minister of Great Britain when I return back as well. So I'll leave that for now, and then we open that phone line again so that we can take a couple of your calls. But at exactly 10 o'clock, I will have to bring the show to an end. So we have about almost 36 minutes to have conversation again. Let's make use of it as quickly as possible. Let's raise our point so that we can get many people to call. Hello, good evening, caller.
Hello.
It's Wole Ekabo. The bank borrowing, wà delay, mute it inú ilé. Àdúpẹ́ fọlọ́ ẹ bá mute it inú ilé. Ẹ bá mi mute it inú ilé mà. Ìtẹ̀fí ń gbọ́ mi nínú ilé, ẹ mute ẹ̀ kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ sọ̀rọ̀ lórí fóònù. Mo ń gbọ́ yín lórí fóònù.
Ṣé rí nípa ọ̀rọ̀ bó ṣe gbé mo kà ní íńtánẹ́ẹ̀tì? A rí pé àwọn Interpol ló gbé.
Okay.
Wọ́n rí pé is a wanted person. Bí Nàìjíríà ṣe sọ pé wọ́n wà.
Okay.
So nígbà tó fi gbé nìyẹn. Nígbà tó fi gbé lọ sí Nàìjíríà nìyẹn. Wọ́n ní is a wanted person.
so tí wọ́n bá gbé èèyàn ní orí tàbá gbé èèyàn ní orí Interpol pé ẹni tán wà lélẹ̀ tán bá dẹ̀ rí tọwọ́ wọn bá dẹ̀ bá wọn á gbé lọ sí ibi tán ti wà recent àfi gbé lọ sí ibẹ̀ yẹn nìyẹn. wípé mo kà ní íńtánẹ́ẹ̀tì mo dẹ̀ wo everything ó ń go on nípa ẹ̀.
Okay. All right.
So,
the
government.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Eshegonima. Thanks very much. All right. Eshegonima. Adukwalawo Mamawa +4475 94050979. Like I said, we only have about half an hour left before the end of the broadcast, and then I'm still taking those few calls. But please do it as quickly as possible so that Kafan will domino laye. Hello, caller, iti wale. Some struggle there. Obi, I can increase volume here a little bit. O better missing. So whatever the back connect, but tell it.
Nigeria for that kind of strong idea. Nigeria or Nigeria. It could be suspect in the paper, bad body about opinion of the video.
Yeah.
About a week ago, most of them will buy the contact. The border between Amazonia and between Cameroon and Nigeria. I want them to find somebody. Amazonia, because it was followers of me by the Olori Amazonia wale won in Cameroon. So, this backlash to me, within some short days, all that big kind of full first wọlé nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ nìyẹn àwọn wájà I'm not sure talking about máa bù mí but nǹkan tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ nìyẹn ó sọ Nàìjíríà kan náà ṣùgbọ́n yẹn kò sẹ́ni bọ̀dọ̀ tó pay attention president ò àwèrè tó bẹ́ yẹn tó gbé Kánú tó ní British bíi wàá gbé fún Nàìjíríà bẹ́ẹ̀ gbà ó kí ni ká àwọn aláyé máa sọ wọ́n mọ gbogbo ilé ìwọ̀n lè dánwò ìwọ́n náà ṣàkàwé náà orí ẹ̀fìtì wọ́n lè dánwò bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn tó bàbá ẹ̀jẹ̀ mélòó ní ìpè opinion tèmi nìyẹn o ẹ má ṣe pé fún mi o.
You need that to ṣépè fún yín, you know, that's why we call it an open call so that people have their views and hear it as quickly as possible. Ẹ ti wọlé kó má ju 1 minute lọ ẹgbọ́n sókè.
Hello Mr. Koiki ẹ kálẹ́.
Ẹ káàbọ̀ sà.
Ẹ má bínú anticipate mo ti ń sọ̀rọ̀ bọ̀ náà.
Ẹ má worry nípa yẹn kọ go ahead ṣẹ́rí go ahead ní láti because I need time and I want as many people to call. Go ahead, you understand.
Rí fraudulent attitude nípa arrest Nnamdi Kanu.
Okay.
Because tẹ́ bá wo ex-land president ìgbà tó mú níjà wọ́n gbé lọ sí court there all detain some days all join case later wọ́n fún ní bail but kó wà nínú Germany má kúrò. They can't just come and arrest somebody and just extradite him to Nigeria immediately. There's something that is very, there's a fraudulent act. That's one lower agbára, and they just kidnap him. Some people tell him, in order for them to be able to extradite him to Nigeria, because Nigeria got on agbára, which is they didn't go up low. Kìnìṣì wà ní Belgium dé sí as Catalan president. Kò dẹ̀ sí nǹkan tí Spanish ṣe sí láti jọjọ́ yìí. Ó wà ń bẹ̀, ó ń gbé àlàáfíà gbogbo àwọn tó sá lọ. They are still there. So we have to fight for this man.
Okay.
We have to fight for this man because we have to eradicate all this unlawful attitude láàrin àwọn ìjọba wa. Ẹ má bínú. Ẹni kejì ní pé ẹjọ́ tó ta. State kọ́mọ̀ jẹ́ káwọn èèyàn tiẹ̀ súnmọ́ wọn rárá mo ti rí bá lè ti lọ kọ́ jẹ́ kí more security kó wà fún ẹjọ́ nítorí ọ̀rọ̀ lórí ìdí bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ dà ọ̀sán.
ẹ ṣe gan ni ká tó fáwọn ẹlòmíràn láyè kó tó di pé a máa mú ètò yẹn wálẹ̀ less than 24 minutes before I bring the broadcast to an end. Once again, I say good evening. If you've just joined us, it's exactly 21:31 from different part of the world that you've been watching us. The most important thing is that we are countdown to the Lagos Mega Rally. Nothing is going to change on that. July 3rd we hold as we plan it, and we appreciate every single one of you that have also been following us in the last couple of days. Hello, caller, go ahead.
Kọ́lá tó sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn tó tọ́ ni bẹ́mi náà ṣe gbọ́ ti mú nípa àwọn méje ló mú papọ̀ information tí mo fẹ́ give nìyẹn.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much. Let's go straight back to UK where we have, I guess, okay, we missed that caller. Okay, it's coming back. Okay, I just try bàbá wa wẹ́ màá wá try ẹ̀gbọ́n mi tí ẹ̀yin náà ti ń try láti wọlé. Mr. Wẹ́ ẹ̀yin là ń pè ẹ tètè gbé ọ̀yà ẹ̀gbọ́n sókè ẹ ti wọlé.
Ẹ máa kú ètò.
Ètò ni ẹ sà.
Ẹjọ́ tí mo fẹ́ sọ pé mo fẹ́ sọ fún gbogbo àwọn èèyàn wa tí wọ́n wà ní Biafra pé ẹ̀kọ́ lè jẹ́ fún gbogbo wa. Tẹ́bá rò pé a ti wà níbi tó yẹ pé Nàìjíríà ni mí, Amẹ́ríkà ni mí, Britain, whatever, anything ló lè ṣẹlẹ̀ sí anybody. Kí náà mo ń gba gbogbo wa níyànjú kẹjọ fẹ́ jẹ́ gbogbo àgbo wa táwọn ní Biafra pé ká gbára mọ́ gbogbo lọ ká support gbogbo kíní wọn so that ká má gbàgbé torí pé a ti náà rí gbogbo ẹ̀ lóun bí gbogbo ẹ̀ ká má gbàgbé ilé ká lè ran àwọn èèyàn wa tó wà nílé ká ràn wọ́n lọ́wọ́ torí ìjọ kan anything lè ṣẹlẹ̀ sí anybody wọ́n tó bá rò pé ó ti wà níbì kan má gbàgbé pé àwọ̀ tí o gbé wọ̀ dúdú ni so o gbọ́dọ̀ máa rántí ilé so ẹjọ́ mo fẹ́ gbà wọ́n ká má rí pé a ti dé ibi tó dẹrùn tí ó sì mú náà lọ wọn ò mú mi lọ a gbọ́dọ̀ gbàgbé ilé torí tí Kano yìí is a good example nígbà tó bá jẹ́ wá fọ̀ pé just like that anybody inú wa náà lọ lè gbé kò sẹ́ni ó tẹ̀lé kó báyàn kéèyàn má ṣe rárá they can do and undo so Ọlọ́run wà pẹ̀lú gbogbo wa kò jẹ́ kí gbogbo àwọn èèyàn wa dédé tá wà ní ìdí iṣẹ́ yìí agbára Ọlọ́run Yorùbá agitation gbogbo ẹ̀ a máa bàdógbé á tẹ̀ yọrí sí rere.
Agbára Ọlọ́run.
Ẹ ṣé o.
Thank you very much. Ẹ ṣé gan ni bàbá wa Michael for that contribution as well. A kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin oníjọ ní ibikíbi tí gbogbo yín wà. Ẹ já padà sí London again. Ẹ kálẹ̀ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò màmá wa.
Ẹ wo ṣẹ́rí tí kò lé ò bá parí.
Ǹjẹ́ nípa ni lọ́sọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni.
Àwọn tó ti mọ bí Kánò ṣe fẹ́ rìnrìn yẹn àwọn ló fún federal government lọ́wọ́. Ọ̀rọ̀ mi yé
àgbọ́yé.
Àwọn ló fún federal government lọ́wọ́. Lóòótọ́ lè jẹ́ Cameroon náà ti mú ṣùgbọ́n torí pé federal government wa kan ti gbówó sílẹ̀ pẹ́ níbọ̀dì tó bá rí Kánò agboyè báyìí. Àwọn náà tà ó dẹ̀ lè jẹ́ lára àwọn Ìgbò ẹgbẹ́ ẹ̀ náà ló tà. Lára ta ẹ̀sìn pa àwa Yorùbá náà nìyẹn ẹ wò ẹ má jẹ́ ká túra lẹ̀ o. Ẹ má yẹ ká túra lẹ̀ rárá ni. Kọ́ ibùkọ́ lára àwa agitation yìí gan àwọn kan wọ́n lè gbẹ̀bọ̀ mi ìbá àfáìsì pé kó tó di rálì yẹn kọ́ jẹ́ ká ṣe ègbèdè àwọn tó bá ní tibítibí lọ́wọ́ kan gbé jáde anybody tó bá fẹ́ gbẹ̀bọ̀dè fún Yorùbá nation tó fẹ́ gbẹ̀bọ̀dè fún ṣe Sunday Igboho tó fẹ́ gbẹ̀bọ̀dè fún gbogbo àwọn tó agitation because ẹ̀rí ikú tó bá ń pa ni òdì ẹ̀ òwe ń pa fún ni because gbogbo àwọn tó wà lábroad náà tó ń ṣe agitate fún Yorùbá nation kó má yẹ pé Ọlọ́run ní jẹ́ ká ríbi kó má ẹ jẹ́ ká dé káwọn èèyàn jáde àtọkùnrin àtọkùnrin àpọ̀já àtàgbà wọ́n ṣépè fún gbogbo wọn àdúrà lórí èkó yẹn anybody tó bá tẹ̀ yìí
tó bá try láti sọ pé òun fẹ́ ṣàwọn èèyàn léṣe bí tí wọ́n ṣe máa rí kọ́gilé wọn lọ́wọ́ nǹkan ọ̀pẹ̀mí kan lè sọ nìyẹn.
ọ̀dà àṣegan ni màmá wa ẹ kó ohun àdúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín still take few more and we start winding down at exactly 10 o'clock. Like I said, the program will be brought to an end so that we can also continue, to review more of what we plan ahead of the rally. I'm calling you back, Mr. Aderemi in UK. Hopefully you're still on the seat and watching us as well. Lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo yín lọ́tùn lósì, and also the contribution that you continue to say, Koiki Media, for the good job you're doing. We are giving you this so that you can also continue the good job that you are doing with your team as well. And like I always say, that donation is specifically for Koiki Media. We are not coming here and asking for donation for Yoruba Nation. We're not coming here and asking for donation for the Warriors. So we get that clear as we continue to, discuss the Yoruba Nation, because there's been so many, accusations left and there that I'm sure a lot of you must also have listened to. So Teban didn't donate. It's for Koiki Media. That's what I'm asking for. Nothing more than that. And Teban donate to a Warrior, not on this platform. I will continue to say it as we continue to also discuss, the Yoruba Nation. Hello, caller. Hello, okay, go ahead.
Yeah, hello, Mr.
Go ahead. Yeah. I'm going.
Yeah. Oh, I like it.
Kí ni ọmọ ìyá kan náà ní gbogbo wọn? Ọmọ Egypt yẹn dáadáa.
But 90% àwọn àtàwọn bíbá ọlágbé ilé òṣèlú iwájú òṣèlú ẹ̀yìn òṣèlú.
Millions of people ti wà ní slaves already.
Ní nǹkankan. Ní nǹkankan. Àdúrà náà là ń gbà kí Ọlọ́run jẹ́ kí gbogbo nǹkan tẹ̀ ń ṣe kí Ọlọ́run bá wa kó láṣeyọrí.
Àmín.
Lágbára Ọlọ́run adé láṣeyọrí.
Lágbára Ọlọ́run.
Torí ó ti sú wa. Àwọn àti wà nígbà yìí sí over a decade.
10 years.
Tí Egyptian bá fún resident 1 year. Resident 1 year.
So a máa lọ renewal every year.
Tó bá tún mú pípẹ́ ní resident, wọ́n máa láwọn fẹ́ verify ó kéré for 10 to 14 days nínú cell.
Kí ló dé?
Nàìjíríà tẹ̀bá dẹ̀ pé embassy rẹ̀ tẹ̀bá dẹ̀ pé embassy wa.
Embassy kẹ̀.
Kí a máa ń ja passport wa.
Embassy kẹ̀.
Kí a máa ń ja passport wa. Kí a máa ń ja passport wa. At least mo ti wí méjì. Come Indonesia tí Egyptian kọ́ fílíkì passport wọn sílẹ̀ lẹ̀ wọ́n na ọlọ́pàá yìí. Category 5 minutes representative ti dá láti embassy wọ́n sack ọlọ́pàá yẹn bọ́tọ́mọ Nàìjíríà bá dán ó lè lo 3 years ní jail.
Nílùú.
Tá a bá lọ sí embassy máa sọ pé right wo ló ní láti bá ọlọ́run. Torí tẹ ọlọ́pàá bá mú yín ẹ bá fi passport fún wọn pé I have a rest. Tẹ bá ń bá drag ó máa gba passport yín á dẹ̀ ya page residence á dẹ̀ show me your residence tí ó dẹ̀ sí ọmọ tẹ́lẹ̀ jẹ́ sí. Kí la fẹ́ ṣe everything ti sú wa. Dúró àlàkọ̀ ń gbà pé kọ́lọ́ jẹ́ kí Yorùbá nation.
Kò bọ́ sí kí lè ṣe padà.
Ó ti sùn kò sẹ́nìkan. Bàbá mi tá à ń ṣiṣẹ́ nípa yìí tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ tó gba owó tó pọ̀ jù ló gbà lẹ́sẹ̀ ní ọkùnrin ni o ló gba bóyá 70,000 naira. Adé san owó ilé ó kéré ju ẹ̀sán bóyá 40,000. Kí la fẹ́ jẹ kí la fẹ́ ṣe pẹ̀lú ọkọ̀ ọmọ.
Wàhálà wà o.
Àwọn obìnrin wọ́n dẹ̀ ń lo àwọn obìnrin wa bí ẹrú ni wọ́n máa lọ ṣiṣẹ́ wọ́n gba 120,000 wọ́n máa lọ ṣe iṣẹ́ ọmọ ọ̀dọ̀ wọ́n dẹ̀ sùn sílé madam yẹn for 26 days ọmọ wa
living.
So àdúrà là ń gbà àdúrà nìkan làwa lè máa fi rìn lọ́wọ́
àti àwọn
dáàzì tí a lè ṣe àti elékè.
ààrẹ náà ni àdúrà yẹn náà ní ìdàdúrà yẹn sọ ààrẹ náà ni. It's a painful experience when you hear our brothers like this. Ẹ̀rí pé nínú wọn gan bó ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ẹ̀rí pé wà painful. What more can you say? Ọmọ Yorùbá wà ní Egypt 10 years. Wọ́n fún resident 1 year. Ọlọ́pàá dá dúró tó bá sọ nonsense wá ya passport tẹ̀. Ṣé life náà nìyẹn? Oh yes, wọ́n lè wà better off nítorí pé àwa wà ní Europe, àwa ní UK, àwa ní America. Àwa better off àwọn ìlú táwọn sọ yìí. Egypt, Oman, Libya, Oman, Saudi Arabia, ó bá àwọn olú jágbajàgba yẹn ọkọ̀ sún wọn ju Nàìjíríà lọ ní wọn ní choice ni. Yorùbás are suffering, serious suffering. and you see people sit down in UK, in US, kí lẹ́yìn agitate fún, let's keep one Nigeria. Ìwọ náà lọ gbé ní àwọn Egypt yẹn kò mọ bó ṣe ń rí lára ká má ti wá sọ kó wá gbé nínú Nàìjíríà. Ẹ kálẹ́ mà.
Ẹ kálẹ́ sà.
Yes ma.
Ẹ kú ṣe gbọ́dọ̀ ju
àwa ni
Ọlọ́run á dì yín nípa.
Àmín.
Ẹ wò ó àtàlà tí mo ti gbọ́ ti ẹyin náà jí kánú yẹn ó kàn rẹ̀ mí lọ́dọ̀ gan báyìí mo ṣàwọn kò ní pé tàbí òótọ́ ni àbí.
Ok, ẹ̀yin wà ahead ni ẹ̀yin ti gbọ́ látànà.
Àtàlà ni mo ti gbọ́.
Ok, wow.
Àtàlà ni mo ti gbọ́. Tí mo ṣàwọn kò sí òótọ́ ni àbí lẹ́nu. Tí mo fi wá bọ̀ lẹ́nu ní èyí tẹ̀ ń sọ yìí. Mo ṣe ìbílẹ̀ wọ́n kàn rẹ̀ mí.
Náà gbọ́dọ̀
àbí jẹ́ ká mọ̀ pé àwọn bọ̀ká gbọ̀ fà á ká má fi wọ́n lẹ̀ nìkan irú ìpínlẹ̀ ẹ̀yìn ẹ̀dí ká yẹn kó ká má fi ilẹ̀ o kájọ jà papọ̀ ni.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Ẹ jọ ẹ kú iṣẹ́.
Ẹ ṣé gan ni.
Ẹ ṣé.
Ẹ ṣé gan ni. Ẹ jẹ́ ń lọ bá bàbá mi Ọláoyè ẹ̀mí ti background bàbá ẹ ti wọlé ẹ̀gbọ́n sókè. Hello.
Hello, Mr. Koiki.
Ẹ kálẹ́ sà.
Ẹ máa kú alẹ́ lẹ́ o.
Ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò.
Àwọn ọmọ mi ń kọ́ ṣe dáadáa náà wà.
Àlàáfíà.
Olùṣọ́. Àbẹ̀ wà lórí ètò ni.
Ok, ó dáa ẹ̀wà wẹ́ẹ̀ pé mo wà lórí ètò. A máa ti sọ̀rọ̀ nìyẹn lórí ètò. Ṣé fi dá sí ètò ni mò ń sọ pé ẹ kálẹ̀ wà lórí ètò ẹ̀ tún ṣe ń bèèrè kò ṣe é fẹ́.
Mi mọ̀ pé wà lórí ètò ọ̀rọ̀ wa ò ṣe é sọ lórí ètò.
So I'll sort later. So yeah, we shouldn't be one because I know some individuals they're not even interested to speak on the live show. Torí pé bó ṣe ń ká wọn lára. Mo ń pè yín padà bàbá wa Jamiu ọmọ Mushin ẹ̀yin ni mo ń pè padà tó bá wọlé. Okay, kò wọlé. Just 3 more calls so that èmi náà lè lọ wá nǹkan fi sínú and then I can continue to review so many of the situations. Okay, I know this caller lára àwọn tó mọ̀ nípa àpápá dáadáa tẹ́ni tó bá sọ̀rọ̀ nípa àpápá port ẹ máa sunkún ni but it's not connecting as usual. Location 49. Once again, there will be news that will sometimes want you to think like we shouldn't think like that. We are already on the right path and we will complete the job regardless of the pain. Hello, caller.
Ẹ kálẹ́ Mr. Koiki.
Ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò.
Ẹ káàbọ̀ padà sí Nàìjíríà.
Thank you very much, sir.
Ẹ jọ contribution méjì ni mo fẹ́.
Go ahead.
Observe lórí.
Okay.
And that is the July 3rd rally and the Nnamdi Kanu case. Ti July 3rd yẹn advice tí mo ní fún gbogbo àwọn èèyàn tó máa lọ ní pé they should just stay focused kán dẹ̀ avoid the provocation. Àwọn èèyàn máa wá láti fẹ́ provoke him.
Àgbọ́yé.
Wọ́n máa wá láti fẹ́ provoke wọn. They should try to avoid any form of provocation, talk less of intimidation ní ọjọ́ yẹn. They should just remain focused. Ohun tó ń bá lọ.
Nìkan focus lé lórí.
Òun nìkan face. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. Because ṣé àwọn tó máa táwọn ń pè ní pé wọ́n wá tọ́jà.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni.
Àwọn kan máa sápamọ́ tó máa fẹ́ wá tọ́jà deliberately. You are wary of them. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ìyẹn ó yẹ kó yẹ yín ju bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Gbogbo àwọn èèyàn tó bá fẹ́ kọ́ wọ́n rìn ibi lọ nìkan face wọ́n gbàgbé side attraction. Then báyìí kéde sí Nnamdi Kanu àti Olóyè Ìgbòho kéèsì wọn yàtọ̀. He is a freedom fighter. Olóyè Ìgbòho is also a freedom fighter, but ọ̀nà tí wọ́n ń gbé gbà ó yàtọ̀ tọ̀. Kanu place wọn lọ́wọ́ ni. Kanu ó play sí government lọ, let's be fair, let's call it spade. Ó ti wọ́n ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ọ̀gùn ìṣíájú Yorùbá
international kìíní bá gbọ́ wọn á blackmail ẹgbẹ́ terrorist ní kò ìbọn. Ó yàtọ̀ sí ti Sunday Igboho ẹ̀ bá sọ pé ẹ bẹ́ náà sí ìlú náà. So Sunday Igboho he has always been taught peaceful rally. Fẹ́ kí àwọn Fúlàní tó ń gbéyàn àfẹ́ mọ́ ní ìlú wa. Anybody could say that, any citizen say that.
Okay.
So gbogbo kìíní yẹn ó yàtọ̀ ọ̀tọ̀ di gbé ti wàdà ó yàtọ̀ sí báwọn ṣe gbé ti wọn gbà even though wọ́n gbé ká fi wọ́n lẹ̀ in their we are all together in this mess but taban this mess but taban wọ́n ní ẹjọ́ la máa ń kọ́ ká tó kọ́ ìjà people should be mindful of utterances because wọ́n máa kó ta èèyàn wọ́n máa kó tàwọn èèyàn sáálé dẹ́dẹ̀mọ́ medias are not helping and the government they will always look for ṣebí Nàìjíríà lẹ́tí kò lẹ́wà sí UK ẹ̀dẹ̀ tó ti padà sí Nàìjíríà wọ́n ṣe mú yín ṣé wọ́n rí yín ni wọ́n rí yín dáadáa but wọ́n blame me because you never incite anybody against the state. Okay. Whatever you ask is politically correct.
Okay.
So because the state is so powerful, they have the intelligence. They have the intelligence. They follow everybody. The resources to monitor everybody to know what each and every person is doing. Okay. They are doing it openly. Tí wọ́n bá ń pa àwọn èèyàn káàkiri wọn ò lè ní káwọn èèyàn má defend ara wọn it's entrenched in the constitution we have right to self-defence. Sọ̀rọ̀ mi yé so pé wọ́n máa gbé Sunday yẹn àtúndànù wọn ò lè gbé wọ́n lè fẹ́ gbé nǹkan mi o wọ lórí Yorùbá nation wọ́n lè gbé wọ́n máa gbé kílẹ̀.
I think really times is exactly 21:49, so that means I will probably just say 2 more caller if it gets through, and then we'll do the closing remark, and then we remind ourselves that we are fighting for the self-determination of the Yoruba people. But I know these things will change dramatically, whether with the petition, whether with the referendum, whether with the negotiation of the diplomacy from around. If that doesn't happen, go straight back to US. About mute the background, about mute the background. Mute it in Olayan. Because on fit para wonu biba ko deda ori phone kan mo tini ke ba sọ̀rọ̀. Mute yẹn pátápátá ẹ bá mi mute ẹ sir. Oh, better listen. Go ahead. I'm going, sir. Okay, all right. Okay, Uma hold me back because all right. I'm going. Amen. Okay. No problem. All right. No problem. All right, sir. 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 Thank you. All right. I can see my brother from Russia. So after this caller, it's going to be one more call, and then.
Gbogbo àwa Yorùbá Talk mo fẹ́ bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ lálẹ́. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ jẹ́ ká fi wa papọ̀ ká kó ọkàn wa sí ọ̀dọ̀ Ọlọ́run nípè ní ìgbàgbọ́ wípé Yorùbá nation yìí àti gbà náà ṣe lọ́rọ̀ ti Kánú tó wà ńlẹ̀ distraction ni mo rí pé àwọn kọ̀ọ̀kan ń pè bẹ́ẹ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan ẹ̀rù tí ń wọnú ọkàn wọn Bíbélì ní pé kí ló bà mí lẹ́rù ó ní ẹ̀rù kò sí nínú ọkàn mi ní àkókò ìgangan ni kẹ́ jẹ́ kí ọkàn wa kó le ní àsìkò ìgangan ni kẹ́ jẹ́ ọkàn wa kí ó ṣe ọkàn akin gidi àsìkò tá ọkàn akin gidi àsìkò tá máa kárí jọ ẹgẹjọ nítorí Ọlọ́run ẹ má fi èṣì Sunday ẹ má fi wé Kánú kò sí ẹ̀dá náà kò sí èèyàn náà tàbí nínú obìnrin àbí ẹtì afábẹgbẹ bí ẹ tó kàn tiẹ̀ ẹ̀rọ lọ fi ara kan Sunday Ìgbòho lásán nítorí pé Ọlọ́run ẹni tó ń gbé inú Sunday ó ju ẹ nítorí pé Ọlọ́run ẹni tó ń gbé inú Sunday ó ju ẹ tó ń gbé inú ayé lọ so nípa ọ̀rọ̀ ti Sunday má tọ̀ ẹjọ́ ẹ fi sílẹ̀ the only thing tí mo fẹ́ kí àwọn èèyàn máa ṣe ni pé ẹ jẹ́ kí a máa fi àdúrà ran bàbá yìí lọ́wọ́ ni kò dìgbà tá a tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ sísọ ẹlòmíì ó máa ń fa ìrẹ̀wẹ̀sì bá àwọn míì tí wọn ò ní ọkàn nípa ti Sunday Ìgbòho kò sí ohunkóhun kan búburú kan kì yóò ṣubú lù wọ́n bẹ́ẹ̀ ni àbùkárù kan kì yóò súnmọ́ ilé wọn ṣe rí nípa ọ̀rọ̀ tí Nnamdi Kanu ẹ lọ kọ sílẹ̀ kò sí nǹkan tó máa fi Kanu ṣe nǹkan tó máa fẹ́ gbẹ̀yìn ẹ̀ ni pé bóyá káwọn fẹ́ gbé owó fún ìlú tó wà yẹn bẹ̀ yẹn ni wọ́n máa fẹ́ gbé owó fún pọ́ọ̀kì kó dáwọ́ nínú ọ̀rọ̀ tó ṣe ìbí ọ̀sán ti bìlí pé báwọn ṣe ti mú yẹn ó máa fa ìrẹ̀wẹ̀sì bá àwa Yorùbá náà tá à ń ṣe agitator ṣùgbọ́n ẹ jẹ́ ká wà focus gẹ́gẹ́ bí nǹkan tí èèyàn yẹn sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣe ọkàn akin nǹkan tẹ́mi fẹ́ sọ fún gbogbo wa nìyẹn ẹ ṣe sà Mr. Koiki ẹjọ́ tọrọ náà mo fẹ́ fi ájò kan sílẹ̀ yẹn ò ṣe é sọ ó bólì
máa gbọ́ ẹ ṣe gan ni mo appreciate gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ó dàárọ̀ màmá wa. So whoever comes through now is our last caller for this evening, and I guess we have that person already. +234 any last caller. Eba mi ṣe ní kíákíá. That's the problem with Nigeria. All right, Tema Bino, I think we'll take the next one, and that will be okay. And I think quick, but again, if it gets through, if otherwise, because it's been a long program already, and I need to finally wind it down. And I only got 6 minutes, so any 1 minute, caller, because it's almost 10 o'clock.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Okay, Koiki, well done.
Thank you very much.
So, this guy's arrest.
Yeah.
A lot of people calling him and saying that this Kanu's mission is different from Udua. No, they are the same. And freedom can never come from these demonic people ruling our country. They won't give it to us by free. So what they are doing to Nnamdi Kanu, don't think they cannot do it to Sunday Igboho. Let's not deceive ourselves. Okay. It's the same mission. These people are not going to give us our freedom for free like that. So let's be ready and let us all stand behind Maz Nnamdi Kanu. Let's all stand behind Chief Sunday Igboho. They are both heroes and freedom fighters for the freedom of.
All the calls have now been suspended because the program is coming to an end at exactly 4 minutes. My name is Olayomi Koiki. We are at the countdown. So, our mission, our focus goes as planned on Saturday, the 3rd of July, 2021. 9 a.m. from Ojota. If you're traveling down from long distance, plan your journey very well. Make sure you have enough energy for the day. Let us also be vigilant. I will put that as well. Vigilant in the sense that Oyibwani, see it, say it, sorted. Only jẹ́ kan kékeré yẹn ni wọ́n kọ́ máa rí kò sí nǹkan tó mean anything. But tó bá rí, someone like me might be busy, you might not be able to get through. But maybe people that you think you can send a message through, especially maybe you are watching us as well. It's going to be a busy day. I can foresee it. But we are also expecting that a lot of, especially from the media point where Koiki Media will be broadcasting, we can capture as many angles as possible. So if there's anything, we can always go back and review the video. I will tell our team to focus on the comment. They might not be able to capture all the comments, so that means they're watching me as well. So maybe if you see something, you can write the comment. Maybe after 3 times, we will pick it up. We will also have some back-end team that will be working to monitor, the situation as well. But again, I won't go too much details. But Koiki Media is prepared for the rally in terms of the broadcast, Lagbara Long. And on that note, it's 2 minutes before 10 o'clock, and I will always say thank you very much once again for every donor, to Koiki Media, for your support to make sure that we can continue our operation as a media platform, and we can continue to bring the event as it unfolds, especially with the Yoruba self-determination that we are all clamoring, and we are all faithfully believe that it has been done by the Creator. Whether those that still believe that the election will hold in 2023, go and tell them that Nigeria will disintegrate whether they like it or not. So I'm going to close it again with our national anthem. We're not taking any more calls for tonight. We've done with the calls already. So whoever is calling that call, okay, maybe I should do it this way, because if the call is going to be disturbing, maybe I should pick up the anthem straight from the phone, and then it was nothing that was picked up or not. That is not the issue. Our issue remains, whether it's him or not, Nigerian government, we will continue to monitor them closely, and by tomorrow we will talk about it again. But Yoruba nation, no going back, inshallah, in Jesus' name. Let's hear this, and then we'll say close night. Iṣẹ́ wa fúnlẹ̀ wá, orílẹ̀-èdè wa, kàgbéga, kàgbéga, kàgbéga fàlẹ́rí. Ìgbàgbọ́ wa ni pé láti bẹ̀rù làbọ̀ mọ́. Ká ṣiṣẹ́, ká ṣiṣẹ́, ká ṣiṣẹ́, ká jọlá. Ìṣọ̀kan àtòmìnira ni ẹ jẹ́ ká máa lépa. Tẹ̀síwájú fọ̀pọ̀ ire àtòhun tó dáa.